What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran giving you that Friday energy on a Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a nice weekend. We know Noah did, crossed another thing off his list, and a collab post on Chicks in the Office for everybody to see. So cute. So how are we feeling today,
Now
everybody?
we have to. I saw Noah's post so quickly that it was still a singular post.
Oh my God.
But then
That's how you know. There were a couple comments
like
where
it's so
people
fast.
early.
Well, it said like 17 seconds when he posted it, and I was like, whoa, I don't know if I've ever seen a post faster than this.
That's like when you click somebody's Instagram story and it's like they posted 9 seconds ago and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm the first thing
You
to
know what
pop up.
happens to me all the time is I'm like, oh, that probably is a new story because I didn't see it like a second ago. So I'm like, I'm not going to click on that, let it like settle. And then I'm clicking through other stories and it pops up.
And
then it's like
yeah.
30 seconds ago. And I'm like,
You're like, fuck.
You tried
I tried to avoid it.
You tried to avoid it. No, it's a beautiful day in New York. The humidity broke a little bit.
It was
I was
gorgeous.
walking to work. It was lovely. Felt good. I was like, I'll take a million days like this one.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It was really, really quite lovely. But it was a nice weekend. I didn't do anything crazy. I had time on Long Island, family time, celebrating my mother-in-law's birthday is this week. So we did a little early birthday situation. Gia came out to the beach on Saturday. Rhea came out to the beach.
Yes.
We had two separate Rhea visit and a Gia visit.
Yes, we separated.
Not on the same day. Separate
Unfortunately,
days.
not on the same day. I was busy on Saturday.
You were at a wedding on Saturday. But no, it was lovely. My nieces and nephew have been asking about the whole like Labubu thing. And I was like, well, Gia has a ton of them, of course. So she brought them all. And then they were all looking at them.
Did she give one away?
Moment. And then when she left, she gave each of them a Labubu. Wow. And they like...
What a moment.
No, they literally...
That's like giving a kid a stock now.
No, they like almost rejected the gift because they were like, this is too much.
Like, no, please.
No, like they were so cute. They were like, but they're so expensive. I was like, well, this one, like, I was like, Gia bought these normally. Like they, you know... But yes, they were freaking out.
Wow, that's amazing.
And they already... he had him clipped onto he was running around, clipped on his shoulder.
That's so
cute.
sick.
I know. I loved it.
See, it's great for kids.
Yes, I know. They were very, very excited.
See the
about
smile on those kids' faces?
Yeah.
Worth it.
It was cute. We had a really nice weekend. You were at a wedding?
Yes, I was at a wedding. We were at the beach together on
Yep.
Friday. It was quite lovely. We were there for like 6 hours. It was delightful.
Yeah, it was a nice day.
First time on the beach this summer on Long Island, which it's too deep. It's too deep into the season to be saying that,
seriously.
but it is true.
Yeah.
So that was lovely. Had a wedding on Saturday, which was lovely, and then Friday we went to Mile Square Cafe in Hoboken just opened up, and it's so good. The same creator of O Bagel, which is also a very popular spot. You might have seen it online. It's very popular in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. Highly recommend for anybody who lives in that area or is visiting.
Insane.
It's so good.
What was the toast? It was like some sort of
jam and cheese. It was like a blueberry compote with the whipped ricotta. It was delicious. And then
delicious.
the breakfast burrito was the best breakfast burrito I've ever had. And then they do this focaccia that's cinnamon roll focaccia, which is unreal, but I think they sell out of those real fast in the morning.
I was going to say those got to be a hot commodity.
Yeah, those go quick, but it was so good. Such a delightful summer weekend,
Yeah, it
if I'm
was.
being completely honest.
It was really nice. Really very nice.
My nephew is like fully saying my name and Matt's name, and he's so cute. He's like, Riri. I don't pretend to sleep, and he came right up to my face. He was like, Riri. And then he's like, Matt, hi. It's so funny. He can count to 10 in Spanish.
Oh.
Which is...
I witnessed it.
Noah witnessed it on
Yeah.
FaceTime. Wild. Like, he can count to
Yeah.
10 in English, but he can also count to 10 in Spanish.
Good for him.
He's 1.5.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
I couldn't count to 10 in Spanish, and I took Spanish for like 4 years.
It's very impressive. I'm like, oh my gosh.
What's he is he watching like shows and
Yeah,
stuff?
he watches English and Spanish.
Yeah, that's smart.
So he's learning both, and he is... It's amazing. I was like, wow.
It's going to be a little bilingual kid.
I know, but I know that like obviously this happens, but it's my first time witnessing like, it's the first baby in my family that I'm like witnessing learn things and stuff. But the fact that he can like point at letters and say what they are, like it's not just, he doesn't just have it like memorized, like he's pointing at the letters and identifying them, like A, B, like he could say, and then like fruits and stuff. He's like strawberry, I'm like, what? Did you say strawberry? And I'm just mind blown by it all, you know? It's just amazing. It's just amazing to watch. And just when he says Riri, like, oh my God, it's just the cutest thing in the world.
Adorable.
Riri, Riri.
Yeah.
Oh God, melts my heart. So yeah,
He is adorable.
Yeah, nice weekend. I got my full wedding pictures back on Sunday. And
they're gorgeous.
They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm posting more tonight because I have endless. But the amount of pictures that I'm like so happy to see everybody in, but at the same time, so jealous that I'm not in them. Oh my God! First of all,
there's your wedding. You can't be in all the pictures. Can't be in all the
some of this group together.
Yeah,
you guys.
Not some, all. Really.
No, I'm not in any of them. You lovely, beautiful pictures of you guys. Then there's gorgeous photos of you, Kelly and Gia, that are just absolutely stunning. Then all my all my other friends. Yeah. As well, all their husbands and wives posing together. I'm like, why aren't we in the middle?
Well, you can't
be in every picture.
You would spend your entire night just taking pictures with people.
But I'm like, these are such gorgeous pictures.
They are stunning.
But they're
photos.
Missing 2 people in each of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was.
But no bride and groom is in all. No. Like
this is what happens.
The picture that you got your.
But
pictures
nobody prepares
each other.
You got your wedding photos, and you're probably in what, like 95% of the photos, and you're just like focused on the 5% of like.
No, you guys are in a ton of them. I'm looking through the album. I'm like, oh, there's Noah again. Oh, there's Fran again. Oh, there's Tommy looking absolutely disheveled in the background of every picture, which is actually so funny. Like there are some A+ photographs in these albums, but I'm all in all joking. But nobody prepares you for that, where you're gonna get your wedding album back and be like, damn. They were all having so much fun without me.
Yep.
But I was happy to see it because
FOMO at your own wedding.
Yeah, FOMO from your own wedding. No, but it really was like, seriously, we always talk about it. Like we wouldn't change a thing. Like it was literally so perfect.
Yeah.
And looking at the pictures, I'm like, nope, I wouldn't change a thing.
Well, you and Matt were having your little solo time upstairs for a second during that's
during
when
the
Kelly
hour when you guys
and
were
G and I
pictures.
were taking the pictures. Mm-hmm. So we're like, want to go up there and get you?
No, because we had a little bit of alone time with nobody around during cocktail hour. Yeah. So those were when those pictures were taken.
There, it's her and Marty. We're taking a team Chicks in the Office picture. You want to come down here?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Matt, you stay up here. She'll be right back.
Yeah, no, I get it. Obviously. Yeah. But it was actually so fun to see like all the, like random people and pictures together that I sent you a couple there. You were like, it's like my aunt and another friend. It was like so many random groups of people together in pictures, which is so fun to see. And
Joe had like a full-blown solo shoot at the rehearsal dinner.
Let me tell you, the amount of pictures, I didn't even send you all of them. The amount of pictures of just solo Joe that are in my wedding album from the rehearsal dinner to the wedding, I'm like, there are so many pictures of just Joe. Like me and Matt were like, there's Joe again. Like, why is there?
He and Sarah had a very funny relationship. Your photographer, and they were just
there's just a lot of pictures of Joe.
She's taking
pictures. He was her muse.
Yeah, clearly.
No, it's like he was doing a whole shoot. He's drinking the red wine at the rehearsal dinner, and then the night of your wedding, he's got the cigar. They're doing a whole cigar shoot.
I was like, there's a full. I can make a wedding album of just Joe pics. Like that's how many there are. But I love it. It's so funny. I told myself that I was like going to go through them slowly, and then Matt and I went through them together like for the first time. And then he was like, all right, let's like take a breather, let's close it out, go back through it this week. He wanted to experiment making some dessert last night he was like, I'm going to get started on this. It was actually really delicious. Some sort of s'mores cookie Oreo ensemble. It was really good. I have a picture.
Delicious.
And so he starts doing that, and then I'm just back on my phone like this, head down, crouched for 2 hours straight, just looking at every picture. He was like, I thought we were going to take a breather.
Yeah,
I was like, no, I'm setting up a post. I can't stop.
I just can't right now.
I just can't. No, there are so many amazing pictures. I was so excited to relive it all, and I have a ton to share more with you guys of yourselves. But I will send those at a later date.
No, I want them because I want them too. They're so
I'm
good.
excited to see them because I feel like I'll be experiencing this wedding for the first time. A lot of it, because like there's a big blur there.
Should we do a viewing this weekend?
Yeah,
I want to post them too. One of the things that I feel as a bride, you love your wedding photos so much. And then there's a little bit of a delay, of course, in getting the whole album. So you send them to everyone, and like you love them so much. I remember sending my pictures to like my friends and everybody, and after a couple of days, I was like, nobody fucking posted any of these pictures on their social media. Like these are stunning photos.
You're right. You're
Why
like
didn't anybody? And then I'm like,
he's going to use?
you know, it's a couple months later. The posts have been put up already. It was pictures from people's phones.
Right.
But I'm like, damn, I sent my friends these photos. They look stunning, and then nobody wanted to post.
Yeah, because then they got to do like a random dump.
Yeah, no,
You know
but
what I
let
mean?
me tell you, the ones that you were sending to me, I was like, these, they're worthy of being thrown on the story at least.
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot more I have to send you of us, like from
Yeah, it was
rehearsal
so many
dinner.
cute
There's
ones.
so many. Let me tell you, the pictures from the rehearsal dinner are iconic.
So-
there are so many fucking amazing pictures from this rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That needs its whole own post again.
Listen, everyone bear with me. There will be more posts
just
going
keep
up.
posting.
I'm going to keep posting because I'm doing a whole solo spread tonight.
Yeah.
I have all these pictures of myself that I'm like, these got to go somewhere. If
The world must see these.
if-
I will say my friends texted in our group chat last night being like, Rhea looks like such a stunning model in all of
Oh my
her-
god, thank you. The
in
fact
all
that
of her wedding
Vogue
photos.
The fact that Vogue didn't pick this one up. I mean, no, I'm kidding. But come on, this one that's like
no, they're insane. They're
just like,
gorgeous.
no magazine. Nobody wanted this.
Well, I bet you Sarah would send them all. Has she sent them?
And we talked about it when we first saw the pictures. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, somebody's got to pick these up.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
for
It's just sometimes
it's for us. It's for
Right.
it's for the listeners. It's for the dedicated chicks in
you,
the office
you don't know.
fans.
It's like you see people have them. People have that plan beforehand.
They do, yeah.
And then it feels like a certain amount of pressure when you have it planned beforehand.
Yeah, no. When you
But
get
then after, it's like, oh shit.
oh
You should
shit.
Photoshop them to like look like they're.
Oh my
in Vogue or
god,
something.
100%.
You totally
They
should.
yeah,
but
they're-
Anna Wintour would sue.
No,
Well, not anymore.
anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Like when
But
she sued Drake.
no.
The fake Vogue cover.
We'll make it like
Sure.
Vogue Italia.
Yeah. I'll send you those now. I'll work on it.
People exclusive, or is that too?
No.
No. These are.
I just said Vogue Italia. No.
Yeah,
please.
come on, please. These are better than people exclusive.
So
Sorry,
many other
I'm-
countries of Vogue that we could do.
Right. I'm being very cocky about the wedding photos,
No,
but
the
I think I
photo-
deserve to
you do,
because
they do.
I
You do.
honestly
They're gorgeous.
I'm not sure I'll ever look better than I did on my wedding day. Like, I look at these pictures and videos, I'm like,
Yeah.
no, unfortunately does not get better for myself. And I'll have to live with that. So, you know what? It is what it
You
is, and
know-
I'm happy it happened.
Yeah, exactly. It was worth it. It was all.
Yes.
It was all so stunning.
Perfection.
Exactly.
I'm so happy about it.
Exactly.
Um,
No, you can post as much as you want. Honestly, like I know girls who have posted maybe every single, like throughout a year, have post every single wedding photo. I'm like, there must not be any left.
They're gonna run out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to Matt, I was like, don't worry, I saved you a couple.
Yeah.
Like, here's you can
You can have these few.
He's like, I want to post some. I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry. There's
a
still
specific-
a ton in there for you to post. Trust me. He's got some great solo shots as well, like getting ready.
Yep.
He's got
yep,
some
with the boys.
Yeah, there are some
Yeah.
great solo shots,
Yeah.
looking sharp.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. But yeah, more to come. More dropping this week, everybody.
Can't wait to see.
Noah, how was your weekend?
It was good. Check 23 off the list here. The Jordan number, and we had lunch at the Jordan bar at Mohegan Sun. Shout out Mohegan Sun. They reached out and like set the whole thing up for me and my family, and we had like at one point we had like 12 people from our family there.
Wow.
We're the one in Connecticut.
Someone in Connecticut, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, like it was my whole family, grandparents. It was take grandparents to casino. That's number 23.
Yeah.
So we did it. My grandpa's like always been a big gambler, so it was hard to get him off the tables once he started, and he was killing it at the table.
Relatable.
He was like, he never wanted to leave, but he was
Crushed it.
up big, and I literally lost all my money that I put down the whole day. Like the most I've ever lost at a casino. Like it was actually, I was a loser.
You wanna
like
give
I was
us a
just a
number?
loser. A 400, like just minus 400, like, and that was all just blackjack. But I was never up. I was never up.
You just
Not the whole day.
only down.
Only lost. But you know,
Just
my
evaporated.
grandma hit the slots, which was nice. My mom left up on blackjack,
Love
Nice.
that.
and she's not really a big card player. But yeah, it was great. Went to Beauty in Essex, the restaurant at Mohegan Sun. That was really nice, really good food. And yeah, it was a good all around trip. Quick, in and out. Hit the pool.
Get a little sun.
No, but it was great.
But you swam a little bit.
Yeah, swam a little bit. And yeah, it was a fun trip.
Well, that's great. I thought that was a very wholesome.
It was very
one,
wholesome.
And I'm sure your grandparents were.
Oh
so
yeah, I don't think my
excited.
grandpa wanted to leave.
Your grandma commented on the post.
Oh, yes.
So cute.
So
Love
cute.
Grandma and grandpa.
So cute.
It's just adorable.
Yeah. Murray
Love
also commented. I don't know if you
Yes,
saw that.
Murray also. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do I feel like
wish I was there?
Why do I feel like Noah's 3430 list is like also just like his Tinder profile? You know
So
what I mean?
true.
It's just like things he's
So
knocking
true.
off, but it's also like, look at me with my grandparents.
So
I-
look at
doing,
me
like,
with my
really
mom.
wholesome, cute
Honestly-
things. Great for a dating profile for sure.
The family ones are the ones that people eat up the most.
Yeah.
Of course.
Look at
it's
me
so
on a
funny.
pony.
I'm like,
Yeah, right. There's just so many. Oh, look at me cooking.
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, Grandma, you want to get a couple more pics?
You don't have to do anything. Just stand there. Look pretty.
No, yeah. I think this is probably the first time that she was probably like, all right, enough. Like,
You're using me.
yeah.
It is absolutely adorable. So
cute. So happy for you, Noah.
Yes, and happy for your family and everybody that left with money.
Yes.
Yeah,
Besides
not
you.
me.
That's okay.
Anybody else big winners, or it was really?
I don't think my brother, I don't think he left. My sister might have won some money on slots.
Yeah.
But no, you know, it was nice. Like at the restaurant, they brought out like a cool like Ferris wheel as like a nice gesture at the end. With like each part of the Ferris wheel had like a different dessert on the Ferris wheel. You spin it.
Ooh.
Yeah, but then the guy was like, I was like smiling real big when he came over, and he's
Oh,
like,
no.
I hate that you're smiling because these
You can't
all
have
are like
it.
possibly contaminated. But then he's like,
Oh.
I'll come back. Shout out Austin, the waiter. He was great.
Yeah.
But he's like, I'll come back and get you some. He brought like the best apple pie like ever just for me. Because
Very
of that
sweet.
allergy.
Well deserved, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always love when a restaurant looks out for the allergy. So
Of course.
Yes, that it is really so sweet too, because I think that during the summer, especially, people are traveling, and you and your siblings are older now, and it's harder to really like get everybody together. You know,
yeah.
like I see my sister, I see my like it's. There's only a couple times you really get like the whole family,
Yeah.
you know? So I feel like it's been such a cute way for you
Oh,
guys to
yeah.
all like be doing all these activities together. It's so nice.
when I was making
Noah's
the list,
bringing the family together.
No, I actually said that
It's so
like
nice.
yesterday. But I when I was making the list, I said to my mom, like, are we gonna actually be able to get them to go to the casino? Because otherwise, I'm not gonna put it on the list. Like, I'm like, I need a guarantee. Like, and yeah, we made it happen. So
So there you go.
Yeah,
That is
nice.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get into the rest of the show. We got some topics to cover. We also have a great interview with Julie Bowen, who was awesome.
Love
So
her.
much fun. We've been wanting her on the show for a while now, so we cannot wait to share that interview with you guys. We're going to be talking about the Coldplay couple.
The affair heard around the world.
Yeah, we're a little late, but we got to talk
Allegedly.
about it. Alleged. Pete Davidson is having a baby. That one shocked everybody
That
last
was not
week.
alleged. They are having
They
a
are
baby.
having a baby. Jax Taylor will not return to the Valley season 3. Charli XCX is married, and Harry Jowsey was seen out with Sia. But he's also getting a new Netflix show about marrying him, so it's very confusing.
That's a Mad Libs.
Yeah. We also have the weekly watch report and a great interview with Julie Bowen. So let's get right into it. Let me tell you, there is no better feeling than making it in time for McDonald's breakfast. And guess what? I made it in time today for McDonald's breakfast. And this episode is brought to you by McDonald's. You can get the Egg McMuffin, which I have in this hand, a little bacon, egg, cheese McMuffin. I got a hash brown in my left hand. You can hear the crinkle of the paper right into the microphone. I'm going to take a little bite of that hash brown. I don't want to chew in the mic, but you get the point. It's absolutely delicious. You can go hash browns. You can go fries. Let's just say I woke up dreaming about this McDonald's that's in my hand right now. You can also put this hash brown in between the McMuffin. What a beautiful treat that will be. So breakfast always comes first. Wake up and get that McDonald's breakfast. This has been the most viral thing to happen in a long time.
Yeah.
We missed the boat last week to talk about it, but we have to talk about what's going on. Last week at the Coldplay concert in Boston, an alleged affair was brought to light.
Yeah.
Coldplay was doing their cam around the concert, showing, people in love, lovey-dovey during Coldplay.
Do you know what song that's during? Is it like during a specific song?
He was talking, I thought.
Maybe.
It.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
okay.
I don't know if he was.
Yeah.
And he does warn people before. They're like, oh, we're going to show,
Yeah. Well, he did that after.
Yeah, he did. But at the show, he did do it that night, too.
Oh, he did that night,
People
too?
were saying he did. That's why they're confused why they still stayed.
Oh.
You just assume the camera's not going to hit you.
I mean, you're at
I
Gillette.
guess.
You're at Gillette. What are the odds?
What are the
There's so
odds,
many
right?
people there.
A
But-
video
Well,
of-
yeah, I guess they could figure out the
odds were
count how
strong.
many people were
Yeah.
there.
Did you see the video of Bruce Springsteen from like a long time ago? But they're like, this is like how they should have done it, where he basically was like, all right, we're going to be filming now. So anyone who's here with someone they're not supposed to be with, duck. And
my
they're like,
God.
Chris Martin should start doing that.
Yeah, well, then he
He
because
did make that joke in the next show. Kind of was like, all right, everybody.
yeah, everybody gear up. But apparently he did do it that night too. So I don't know what these people were thinking. And once again, we haven't gotten any like sort of confirmation besides the fact that the way the internet works, as soon as this video hit the internet, because the way they ducked was like
Struck by lightning, that guy.
would only mean that you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing on that camera.
Do you think if they reacted completely normally, that this would never have even been, like, he would have been gotten away with it?
I was about to say 100%, but maybe not 100%.
Someone there might have known him.
Because maybe somebody would recognize them on the Jumbotron, but it would have maybe stayed within the their own network.
It wouldn't have gone viral.
You know?
yeah.
Right.
It would have made maybe local Boston, like, it's not, but it would not have been as viral, because who would have been like, oh my God, watch this guy, like, what? It was so clear.
Yeah, I think it would have been like a private thing. Like, oh my God, I saw so-and-so and so-and-so wrapped around each other's arms at the Coldplay concert.
Right.
What the fuck? But this was like, oh my God, the way they ducked for cover was so obvious. And then immediately.
And the way Chris Martin made the joke immediately, it was like,
He's like, oh shit. Yeah, Chris Martin didn't help the fact
right, Chris
at
Martin
all.
was like, these two people are either having an affair or they're really shy. So
yeah,
it's like, oh, well.
right. And I think you nailed it on the
Seems
head,
the
Chris.
first one.
Yeah, and the internet immediately figured out who these people were.
Yeah.
And they worked together. One is the CEO and the other one's the CPO, if I have that correct.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
apparently the woman, this is all alleged because you see stuff on the internet and you're like, does that picture match up? I'm not sure. But the woman standing next to them who was like smiling but like with her hands up on her face is apparently the head of HR, the VP of people at the company.
Look, the C-suite of Astronomer had a tough night.
It did. And like, I mean, how ironic to have the head of HR standing next to you with this whole shebang. It was just insane. And then they found Facebook posts of the the alleged CPO congratulating the HR woman. They've been together at 4 companies together. And I don't know how true this is all, like a Facebook post. I'm like, is that made up? Is that, now with AI, I'm like, is that a real Facebook post or have they really worked at every company together? Like I'm so lost on this. All I know is these two people got to be having one of the worst weeks.
Yeah, all we do know for sure is that he has resigned as CEO.
Yeah.
That is, the Astronomers, the company he worked at, did make that public, because for a while at the end of the week, there were just fake statements, fake posts that were being posted by, well followed outlets that you're like, wait a second, like, why is Hollywood Unlocked posting this statement that's saying it's coming directly from the CEO? The last line in the
That's something I would write.
As a friend once said, lights will guide you home and ignite your soul. And we'll try to fix you.
So many people
were like,
believed it.
wow, this is really his really put out this statement. But no, we just know that he's resigned. We really don't know that many other facts of this couple besides everyone jumped on the train of They're both married. They're having an affair. How deep does it go? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know all the intricate details.
I do feel terribly for their families because like I was even just browsing page 6 this morning and slapped right on the top of a story is a picture of this woman's family, like with young kids. I mean, their faces were blurred, but I don't know if that's, her current husband or ex-husband, whoever it was, his pictures in it. It's like,
pictures
whoa.
of the kids should never be blasted anywhere.
But it's just
because, they didn't ask to be brought into this.
Yeah, you just go to one Coldplay concert and the
I saw Bethany Frankel's TikTok where she was like, this isn't like Ozzy Osbourne or like Metallica. Like you went to Coldplay. Coldplay, universally loved, all ages, all families, you all love,
love.
You know what I mean? It's like, but then there's the rumors that like, and of course this happens where like his wife's favorite is Coldplay.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how do you know that?
No one knows
How
that.
do you know that?
Yeah,
Now you're just saying, but then we, as a reader buying into it, you're like, are you fucking kidding me? Of course our favorite's Coldplay. Of course he would do that to her. But
it's just, I mean, we rarely have those days where the internet just jumps on one story like that and the memes are endless. And that's how it was at the end of last week. And yes, unfortunately, it is at the expense of these families that are apparently, very normal. It's this guy is a massive,
he's like a
wealthy man. So, of course, that jumps on the headlines. When people see that, it's like, oh, this is an actual story now. Because we can talk about the fact that this guy's like a CEO, billionaire, having this crazy whatever, taking this girl to Coldplay.
Nobody cares about the teacher and the mailman having an affair.
And
they care about the CEO, billionaire.
Not that Coldplay needed the like publicity, but this has to be like their ticket sales must be skyrocketing. I would think like. I got to get to a Coldplay concert.
Let me tell you something. Coldplay,
I think, has
no
they sell at
issue selling
stadiums.
tickets.
Yeah. That's what
They're
I'm saying.
selling out these stadiums nonstop. I actually went to go see because I was mad. I was like, damn, they're not even playing in New York again.
I know. I think that's why
not
some
this
people
weekend?
from like New York went to Boston.
I didn't see it.
I know somebody who's going this weekend. Where would it be? Would it not be?
I thought I heard people from New York
They're
went
doing
to
a ton of shows in London.
Boston because that's the closest
But
one.
it's like, this is the end. It's like the second leg of their tour
Nashville
that I went to already.
They're in Nashville tomorrow. That's the next one.
They're in Nashville tomorrow.
Yeah, and then they're going to Miami.
And then
then
okay.
it's
Miami would make sense.
Yeah, and then I think
UK.
they're doing a bunch of
my God.
shows in Wembley.
The amount of Wembley shows they have is actually.
Oh my God, let's go back.
They're doing like 7 or 8 Wembley shows.
1, 2, 3,
no?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Wembley
10
shows.
Wembley shows? Oh God! Let me
How
tell
is that possible?
I don't blame them. They couldn't keep their love away from Coldplay because Coldplay, they're one of my favorite shows.
I've always wanted to go.
Damn, I kind of want to go.
It was one of the first concerts Joe and I ever went to together at MetLife, and then anytime we had like the time of our lives, at any time we've been like we have to go again. And the last time they were in New York, we also went. But God, so many funny tweets and posts, and like I love the one that was like the other guy cheating on his wife at Coldplay. Phew.
I saw that. It's so fucked up. Because like you said, it's at the expense of these families, which is so sad.
Yeah.
But when the internet
real
all
life.
joins in together on something, it's like,
And
gosh, you just can't look away.
You're just giggling nonstop.
When I saw that fake statement, I saw it on my phone and then I took a nap. And I took my nap thinking that statement was real.
Yeah.
And I woke up to our like old Cutting Stems group. Trent was like, is this a real statement? And I was like, oh my God, it's not real. But at the same time, Matt sent it to me being like, oh my God. And then me and Noah were kind of playing a prank on him to make him believe it was real. And he was yelling in the apartment, is it real or is it not? He's like, you guys are messing with me. I was like, I don't know.
The memes are so funny of like people photoshopping different people into that circle.
Oh,
Like there's so many good ones.
so many good ones. All the other all the sports teams have been making jokes about it. The Phillies one was so funny, doing a kiss cam during the game, and then you got the Fanatic. He's jumping everywhere. It's just There was a guy who was there kissing his wife, and he had a giant sign that said, "This is my wife." Like, it's just
Very funny.
oh boy.
Did you see
oh boy.
Morgan Wallen was like, I don't condone cheating anymore. I was like, oh my God.
Nice.
You know, at least there was some like awareness in that a
yeah,
little bit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yep.
it was just endless jokes.
Yeah. I can't wait for like the first real like interview Chris Martin does about this moment.
Right. It might be his most asked question.
Yeah.
The next time he does any sort of interview.
Yeah.
He probably
still on tour,
honestly
but it's
feels
like,
really bad.
No, I'm sure.
Like
I'm
Because
sure.
like to make the joke immediately.
Yeah.
that they're
Yeah,
having a
because
fight.
like immediately be
obviously-
like because you think you're just making a
Yeah.
heart like a very just easy joke. Like
Yeah.
it's just not that deep. But it really was that deep.
Yeah, obviously you don't feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Because if this is all true,
Right.
this is insane of them, and they're you know
all adjacent people though.
right.
You know.
But all the families,
Yeah.
you got to feel
Yeah.
bad. Like
Yeah.
oh
Like,
shit,
oh.
the families. But hey,
exposed.
they were
at the
gonna
Coldplay
they were gonna
show
get
at
exposed
Gillette.
somehow. They were gonna get exposed, and it happened live
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
You know this has got to be. Of course, it's gone to such a huge level
Mhm.
across the country, but this has got to be at a next level, like in Boston. You know,
oh yeah.
Because
Well, now the
there's-
Karen Reed stuff's over. They've
Right.
moved on to the Coldplay
and it's
couple.
just like this is. We need. They're probably digging deep into like where everything about these
yeah.
families in Boston.
We
You're
should
like, whoa.
we should ask Haley if she knows anything about the families.
Yeah, she probably does.
yeah.
She probably does.
There probably lots of gossip happening.
Yeah,
Probably on Facebook groups. Big time.
for sure.
Big time.
For sure.
Last week, this news came out of nowhere. Pete Davidson and his girlfriend Elsie Hewitt announced that they are expecting a baby.
Congratulations.
You know
Pete.
what? Good for you, Pete. Go get
Yeah.
him. Daddy Pete. There you go.
Daddy Pete. Pete Daddy.
Yeah.
Pete
Daddy Davidson.
Davidson.
Yeah. That's his new nickname. That's what they're calling him.
Yep.
Pete Daddy's a little too close to Pete Diddy. in my
Ooh.
mind.
Ugh.
Fair.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair.
Moving on. then.
Redact.
Redacted.
Yep.
Daddy
We're just
Pete.
going with Daddy Davidson.
Yeah. Daddy Davidson. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's like a movie.
Daddy Daycare.
Yeah. Daddy Daycare 3.
Yeah.
Daddy Davidson.
Starring Pete Davidson as
Yeah.
Daddy Davidson.
Wow. Honestly, like the trailer just ran through my head really fast. No, well, congratulations to them.
Yeah, it was cute. She posted
Very,
on
very
Instagram.
cute.
Like the news came out in the tabloids, and kind of simultaneously, she had posted pictures revealing the pregnancy. She, the caption was funny. It was like, "Oh, now everyone knows we had sex." It was like, but yeah,
we assumed.
Yep, exactly.
Don't call me dirty.
exactly.
But I assume that.
exactly.
They haven't been together for long. But
no,
you know what?
but it feels like, as somebody that does not know him at all on any level,
Yeah.
it feels like a good time for him.
Right.
Yeah. Feels like he was ready for this next
He
step.
didn't want to be the celebrity boyfriend anymore. He wants to be
Yeah.
the celebrity dad.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
now he's going to do just
Like
that.
lock it in, start a family.
I got no qualms with this. Like, if you two fell in love and you want to have a
Right.
kid, you go for it.
Pete, my age.
I don't know his age, so I would be lying if I said yes or no.
He is 31,
30. Yeah. So close enough.
turning 32.
Close enough. Where it's like, yeah.
He's 31. When's
Yeah.
his birthday?
November.
32, right around the corner.
He's born in 93.
93.
Yeah. He and
Yeah, that makes
Joe are
sense.
actually very close in age. But yes,
Daddy
it's-
Joe.
Not quite. Imagine I was like, and here's the perfect time.
No. Don't do that.
No. I got Olive to take care of.
How would you announce your pregnancy to me?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
You wouldn't do it like live on the podcast, right?
No.
Okay, that's like does not scream you at all.
No.
Wasn't
no,
there a
no,
time where you
no.
thought that she was like about to say that on the podcast? And then
Maybe
she was
just
like,
as a joke. I
no, you
would-
see, yeah.
I'd be able to catch on if Fran was pregnant fast.
Yeah.
We spend so much time together; it
Yeah.
would be pretty easy.
It
to
would
catch
be
on.
really hard to hide. Yeah,
hide
that'd be
it.
really hard to
Yeah.
hide.
Mhm.
Very hard to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of my
Nobody's got to worry about that for years.
one
okay?
of my best friends from childhood just told me she was pregnant a bridesmaid's box.
Yeah.
So there's
and it felt like a teenage pregnancy.
like I was like I'm like whoa, but it's just there's certain ways, but no, I would not do it on the podcast.
No, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be your thing. I wouldn't expect that at all.
No, because also it just logistically wouldn't work. You would know before.
I would definitely
you would know before I wanted to publicly say it.
For sure.
So,
of course, because you gotta wait 3 months
Yeah,
to tell
no,
me.
no,
That'd be crazy.
impossible.
Well, I made sure to tell make it clear to my family this weekend that they have years to wait.
Yeah,
for,
yeah,
you know, and they're
yeah.
very okay with that.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah. Look, I had I got the dog. My dad reacted in such a funny way in Italy to somebody asking about oh, you next, grandpa, whatever. And he was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm like, okay, Dad.
You're like,
He's
wait,
I'm
I'm
ready.
actually
Yeah.
married.
Meanwhile, he met Olive last week and he was trying to feed her fries under the table at dinner, being like, oh, Pop, just gonna give you a little treat. I'm like,
yeah.
Dad, what are you doing?
They get a little taste of that being called Pop.
Pop. I was like, oh, what is happening? By the way, I had the journey of having Olive, and obviously I've told everybody that Joe was not home when I brought the dog home, and Joe has certainly changed his tune, but this weekend he was like, Olive's the best thing you've ever done. I was like,
wow. That really is a change.
Talk about the flip.
Yeah, talk about the flip. Because
but it really is. It goes to show. It really is like the meme of the dad that's like the dad with the puppy that's like, oh, the dog my dad didn't want. And they're all
I remember
all obsessed with it.
I was on my honeymoon and you texted me the pictures of Olive and I was like, oh my god, what did Joe say? And you were like, oh, he's
interested for Bachelor
he
Party.
doesn't know.
He doesn't know yet.
And I was like, oh, yeah, he'll get over it. I was like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, well, clock it. The July.
What did it take?
Olive is the best you've ever done. End quote. So
done.
Take it.
That's all you needed. Just took a little bit to get there.
Exactly. But
especially when you're spending time at home on the beach.
Yeah,
with the dog,
exactly.
It's that sort of weekend.
Right.
Yeah,
it was a glimpse into the.
My mom's getting it for an East Mountain dog today, just for the week.
Wow.
Just for the week. It's already adopted, but they needed in between.
Interim foster.
Yeah, but that should be.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's this dog that went viral on TikTok. She was in the big shelter in Newark, and this creator made it her mission to get this dog adopted. She was in the shelter for over a year. Longest time, and everybody all these videos about how everybody loves her. Her name was Radiance.
Oh.
And she posted this weekend that Radiance got adopted. And I literally was sobbing watching the video. I was like, yes,
that's so sweet.
Yes, because all these videos of the dog would go viral, and then she'd make another one being like, Radiance keeps going viral, but where are the people who are going to adopt her? Yeah, adopt her.
Adopting her.
Exactly. And she was adopted. So that was amazing news. I loved seeing that. That she got adopted. But yeah, we started talking about dogs when we were talking about babies, but
because we went from Daddy Pete to Daddy Joe,
exactly,
and then things just spiraled out of hand. But congratulations to Pete Davidson.
Yes,
we are all happy for you.
Absolutely.
Jax Taylor will not be returning to The Valley season 3. Does this come as a huge surprise? No. Will Jax Taylor?
Kinda did to me.
Oh, really?
Honest. I just thought he would he would always want to be on.
I feel like he probably does. I'm not. Was it his decision?
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, maybe
that he was
maybe they made it seem like it was his decision, but it wasn't.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
I think maybe they really stepped in and they were like, "This is all assumption for me." They were like, "Oh, Jax Taylor, he actually really does need help." I don't know if he should be swinging it back on reality TV any further.
His statement was, after an incredibly challenging year and many honest conversations with my team and producers, I'll be stepping away from the next season of The Valley. Right now, my focus needs to be my sobriety, my mental health, and co-parenting. So you could see maybe both sides.
Maybe
of that too.
Maybe the network was like, you need to focus on your mental health, your sobriety, and your co-parenting.
For him to say my team and the producers, it's maybe you just have a conversation. They're like, we don't really see the show being a great spot for you right now, because And that is fair. I think like the rest of this season of The Valley did, Jax was in rehab, back out, kind of doing crazy things with Brittany, heard about all the texts that he was sending and kind of like spying through the cameras and just all these things that really sounded pretty bad. So he didn't really say like, oh, I'm gone forever, but he will be stepping away from this next season of The Valley, which feels as a viewer feels appropriate.
It does feel appropriate. I think that we saw some things that were quite uncomfortable this past season in the beginning that we maybe don't even want to see on TV anymore. We're just like, you need to figure this out on your own time.
Yeah, it's just...
We've seen enough of Jax Taylor on our screens to know that we've had enough, where it's like, he's not like a new reality star where we're like, oh, no. he's a gem of a reality star. We need him on TV. It's like, no, we've seen Jax Taylor on our TV for over 10 years that we're like, actually, you just need help.
Yeah, because how many times have we, especially even on Vanderpump 2, watching him where a new season would start and he's like, I've turned over a new leaf, and then it's just
never.
Yeah.
You know what?
So time to take it just off the show.
It's so unfortunate that Jax Taylor and Jax Taylor are so close in names for Sons of Anarchy, because I saw some people when we talked about Sons of Anarchy, they were like, I thought you were talking about Jax Taylor this whole time.
Oh, no.
And it was like, no. Jax Taylor. Get it right. Look up Jax Taylor, Sons of Anarchy. You'll know who we're talking about.
Yes.
And
Charlie Hunnam.
Yes. And that is the superior Jax is Jax Taylor.
Yes.
Not Jax Taylor. Let's make that abundantly clear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he won't be returning. And we'll see what happens with The
I'm
Valley.
interested to see the direction The Valley is going to go in.
Yeah.
Because it was... I think a lot of it obviously stemmed around Brittany and Jax as a couple too. So
yeah. Moving on, Harry Jowsey was seen holding hands with Sia, which
we're all as confused as everyone else is.
Very confusing, because wasn't he dating Lucy Hale at some point recently?
He was,
and then that fizzled out.
It must have.
And I think he's been single. And then we saw reports that Netflix was developing a show called Let's Marry Harry. And it was they're casting for it. People
Alex
who
Cooper's involved,
or people who want to, marry Harry Jowsey. But
yes,
is he dating Sia? He's walking around holding hands with Sia. Is he gonna be like, Sia, I gotta go do this show real quick. It's all fake. It's a reality show. Bada bing, and then I'll be back.
Just helping her to the car.
I don't know. They were spotted multiple times. It wasn't just one time thing.
Oh, really? I thought it was just them leaving this one restaurant. Oh,
it was Sia and
Maddie just said that Sia plugged the show on her story this morning. So this is the show he's making. After traveling this is the Netflix announcement. After traveling all across the Netflix reality universe in search of his soulmate, Harry Jowsey will date a new pool of potential matches in hopes of finding what he truly wants: authentic love and marriage. Having a show of my own is incredible, but also having my family and Netflix stop at no end to help me find the love of my life is the most amazing feeling. He is handing the reins of his love life to those who know him best. Let's Marry Harry. His closest confidants will help him through this journey. It says, including podcast host Alex Cooper. With their help, Jowsey just might graduate from player to life partner. He said, I'm looking forward to doing this alongside one of my best friends, Alex Cooper. She is a big sister to me, and I know she'll help me not to be a silly sausage while keeping me grounded. I haven't necessarily been the best at keeping relationships, but I know if I was going to give love one last shot after all the work I've been putting into myself, I need Alex to help keep me in check while searching for a potential future wife. So she's going in on this with him. Let's Marry Harry. And so I guess could it all be promo for the show? But it's like, why would Sia be involved?
Like Sia's just like one of his close confidants.
I guess.
But holding hands with him?
It's got to be like a PR stunt then. Everyone's talking about it.
That's true.
So it's it's just, okay, here's the story Sia posted. It is the casting call for the show.
Yeah.
And it says, I'm signing up and so should you, ... He's a dream at Harry Jowsey. And then there's a link to sign up. So I bet you Harry Jowsey is going to be seen with a bunch of like random, you never imagined people. in like the next few weeks, and the next day they're all gonna post how amazing he is. Here's a link to sign up to go on his dating show.
That's so smart. You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look any further.
Right. That has to be it.
That's the marketing ploy.
Yeah, it's smart. That is smart.
That is a
It's
smart.
Get all these like random people to be like, wow, I loved having dinner with Harry Jowsey. You would too. Here's a link to sign up.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, where Sia's post is a full link.
How did your brain come up with that? Because I would still be sitting here going, why are they holding hands?
You know, I'm just thinking of how the Harry Jowsey team works. They're trying to get him out there at all times, going viral, making a trend. Who
paid Sia?
Who
to
will
do
he
this?
be?
Netflix paid Sia?
That's my guess.
What a random
yeah. Who will be seen next with him?
Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls.
I love him being like, this is my last shot. It's like, isn't he like 25?
Yeah, he's 30 something.
No, is he 30?
Yeah.
No.
I think he's actually pretty young.
I think he's still in his 20s.
He's 28.
Oh. Yeah, why is he acting like this is his last
He's like,
shot?
I want to give love one last shot after
is-
dating like every influencer in the world.
Is he kind of just like, it's my last Netflix show I'm ever doing? And
Yeah.
he just turned 28.
And these are really nice pictures.
Right, they're crystal clear photos.
Like they're crystal clear. They're beautiful photos. Like that photographer, that guy had the best camera.
It's not somebody hiding in a bush capturing Sia and Harry
no.
Jowsey randomly.
No.
And also Sia is not seen often.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Sia actually really
actually
knows
the
how
most
to evade paparazzi. Like I feel
Yeah.
like she knows how to not be seen. And this was like she's out here facing all, you know?
Sia's like the most random person Harry Jowsey could possibly be seen
It
with.
really is. It really was. Yeah, it was smart.
Very.
Smart.
Good marketing then.
Because it's like, oh, the reps weren't available for a comment. They're walking down the freaking sidewalk, like laughing, holding hands, like, you know.
Yeah, and they're like, this is going to be great marketing.
Yep. And like Page Six is writing like, oh, Sia filed for divorce recently. Like, it's like, wait, what? But no, give it like another week. We'll see who he's having dinner with next weekend. That's posting to sign up for the.
I'm calling it
dating
Nicole
show.
from the Pussycat Dolls.
Nicole Scherzanger's a good one.
I don't know why. That's
Yeah.
like the first person I thought of.
Right. And you're in like in the realm of
I'm just like thinking like music.
Because Sia is in what, her 40s? My guess.
Paul Abdul.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Yes, Sia's 49.
Mel B.
Yeah.
Didn't Mel B just get married?
Did she?
Yeah, she did, I think.
Literally last weekend.
Yeah, I think she did.
Hey, it's Harry Jowsey, okay?
Where's Heidi Klum right now? She's seeing someone.
That's
Or
a good
Gwyneth
one.
Paltrow.
Yeah, Gwyneth. I don't think she would do it.
You don't think Gwyneth would do it?
I don't think she would do it.
I feel like Gwyneth
Well,
is like
she has a relationship with Alex Cooper.
yeah, and Gwyneth will.
Well, if it's a paying gig,
And I feel like
Oh, they
Gwyneth
gotta be getting it. She's
is
not doing
always
this for
talking
free.
about like her sex stuff.
yeah,
She was just
yeah,
I just saw something about her talking about a sex move she would do with Ben Affleck.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, who just was on
somebody.
Caller Daddy that I saw I just hooked up with a 26-year-old everyone was talking about?
Charli Sia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably too big for him.
Could be with Harry Jowsey next. Who knows? Who knows? The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Last topic, Charli XCX got married to George Daniel this past weekend. George Daniel from the 1975.
Yep.
Looked like a casual, fun little wedding. They got married. They went out for a smoke. They went back in. They were just having a good time.
It really was. It just was like, couldn't be more Charli XCX, you know? Not that I would ever think she would change, like do some crazy big change for a wedding, but it was just like her looking stunning in a wedding dress and getting married.
Vivian Westwood. We've seen this dress often, I feel.
This silhouette.
The silhouette of it, the gown, the short version. It's very popular. It's gorgeous. It's a classic.
It is.
And they just got married, a little smoke, and that's
They
it.
handed out trays of cigarettes to their guests.
Of course they did. This
It's on theme for them.
Yeah. They tied the knot in a ceremony at Hackney Town Hall in London on Saturday. They kept their nuptials low key, saying "I do" in front of a small group of loved ones, including Charli's parents and Daniel's bandmates. We see all the pictures. For the intimate ceremony, Daniel wore a simple suit and Charli wore a silky off-the-shoulder midi dress and classic tulle veil. Her sparkler on full display, her ring. She was also spotted wearing a pair of chunky black sunglasses at one point after exiting the venue, of course. And yeah, they've been, they got engaged at the end of November in 2023, and this was the big day. I do love seeing the pictures of her in the wedding dress with the sunglasses on. I'm like, it's just
very Charli XCX.
Yeah, it so is.
Happy for them.
Yeah.
So another good for them. Congrats.
Yep. Exactly. There's not. Yeah, the pictures are beautiful. It really does seem like they had a.
Did you know that
a
they
lovely
were
time
together?
at the party.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I had no idea she was even dating someone.
Yeah.
No,
there's
she's
been engaged because
a,
Maddie Healy's engaged to Gabriette.
Yeah.
Right. So
Oh,
then
so
you would see Gabriette and Charli XCX together,
Yep.
and they were like, the fiancés of the 1975.
Yeah.
So he must have been there then, Matty Healy.
He was. I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
His bandmates.
His bandmates were
Yeah.
there.
Classic.
And it did say parentheses Matt Healy. So.
Yeah, I think they made it clear that he was there. Yeah.
Yes. That would make sense.
So
But,
yeah. Congratulations to them.
Very exciting
cool.
wedding. Yes.
Very cool. All right, that wraps up the topics. They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get in the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for us, we always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, the Game Time Picks feature makes it even easier to find the great deals on the seats you want. Just open up your chosen event, turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. I'm looking to go to a Yankee game soon. It's been all spring now and the beginning of summer. We haven't gone yet, so we're looking to head to a Yankee game. I'm going to look on Game Time for those tickets. So what are you waiting for? Get those tickets. Maybe to Coldplay. You just heard about all the concerts. You can maybe go to Coldplay, or you can go to a baseball game, whatever you want. Make sure you're looking online and get with those Game Time picks. Take the guesswork out of buying the tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? It is game time. All right, let's get into the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Weekly watch report on Monday. 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 I didn't watch much this week. I'm not going to lie. Was on Long Island all weekend for the most part, and I wasn't really watching TV, but I did watch the new first two episodes of The Summer I Turned Pretty. I am very much enjoying this new and final season. The first two episodes, they were dramatic and they were everything we were looking for.
Tough start for
I will
Team
admit
Jeremiah.
to watching it.
You're watching it?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember this, but last year I went the whole season through Weekly Watch Report, not saying I watched it, and let you guys talk about it, and didn't.
You watch the whole thing?
I said this eventually, I think, openly, but I was just like,
Remember?
No,
I don't
I
remember
was
him
in the
admitting
closet
he watched
watching.
it.
I'm not quite sure you ever admitted
don't
you.
no, I
remember
did.
you
I
saying-
definitely told you guys.
Oh.
I think.
On air?
I think so. I think I was like, by the way, like after the season, like I watched the whole season.
I don't.
I
remember
believe
that
you.
at
I
all.
believe you. I don't remember.
No, I
though.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
But it feels.
So you're in for season 3.
I'm open. It feels free to be out there in the open.
So
about
did
it.
you watch the first two
I
episodes?
did. Yeah.
Did you like them?
Oh yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Like they're all cheating. It's no spoilers, but they're all cheating.
Yeah. I'll give.
Well, I'll show you no spoilers. No, but it is spoiler.
I'll give an A-
Yeah.
for the first two episodes.
Yeah.
I was locked in, and now I'm feeling what you were like last week. Like, give me all the fucking episodes.
No, I
You know?
and especially when they just leave you like that. I'm like, oh my god. And then we had 2 episodes. Now it's just gonna be 1.
I know we got fed 2. Now it's gonna be 1.
And truly, like this was. I'll do a reenactment of me watching every time. This was every time Jeremiah was on the screen,
I know.
and this was every time Conrad was on the screen.
I know. Oh my god, it's like
I will say I'm.
Conrad,
showing
you
a
look
lot
at-
of growth.
He really is. And you look at Conrad, you're just like, oh, and then you look at Jeremiah, you're like, ugh. When they were singing "Summer Love" together in the car, I was like, this is going on far too long. Jeremiah doesn't even know the words. Like,
No.
shut this off.
And look, Jeremiah, he is adorable. He is adorable. But when he was like, it's the like I went to go get my cap and gown. I can't graduate. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Crying
no,
in her
I was like,
lap.
I was like, why is he sulking?
And then he's like, he's mad at his dad for being mad at him that he has to pay for another tuition.
I know, and his dad was
at
like,
college.
his dad was like, Conrad would never let this happen. And I was
Yes.
like, fuck yeah,
No,
you're
like
so
of
right.
course, like, no, I feel bad. Jeremiah is living in Conrad's shadow. He does feel that way. Yes, that is unfortunate.
It's
but
just gonna happen.
It was a tough go there. A lot of kind of underlying comments from him too about how he feels about her and Belly, but I know there's a debate. Is it cheating? Is it not cheating? They were broken up, kind of.
Yeah,
But it's like, it was less the cheating for me, more coming back and then just not telling her for
and not
so
telling
long.
Belly and trying to act like
He
he was
almost
Mr.
did.
Good Guy.
Yeah.
And he was trying to act like he was
Yeah.
Mr. Good Guy.
I know, exactly. And they go to school. They got the girls just there around all
Yeah.
the time. Talk about really
My question is,
a risk.
how did Belly and Conrad not sleep together that night with the candy cane? You know,
the Christmas.
obviously she was with Jeremiah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, Belly was being a good girlfriend.
Yeah.
But the tension
I know.
is just crazy when he
Oh.
drops the candy cane out of his mouth. I was like,
My
they're
jaw-
not going to make out right
My
now?
jaw hit the floor. I went,
I know.
I got goosebumps.
I know. I'm like,
Conrad opened that door at Christmas Day. I was,
and I'm yelling to the screen, Belly, wipe your mouth.
oh
you got
my
chocolate all over
God,
your mouth.
I know.
You know?
When she fell and he just appeared in that cute chunky sweater.
I know. And
The
it was,
chunky sweater. Ugh.
he Conrad just has this certain je ne sais quoi.
He really does.
And Jeremiah
He
doesn't.
does.
Unfortunately.
He just has it. He just has it.
And it's just the butterflies that you feel on screen when Belly and Conrad are in the same room and they're conversing.
I
and
know.
It's like a will they, won't
Even
they,
when he's
and-
just talking about her, when he was at the bar with his friend
Mm-hmm.
and he was like talking about his one love, and she was like, shit, your brother's girlfriend.
and of course he asked a favor for
I
when
know.
Steven
I know.
got, you know what I mean? Like of course
Yeah.
he called into a favor. But you know,
Yeah. Steven and Taylor, I'm going to really need them to figure it out.
I'm also gonna need them to figure out their acting as well.
Really?
Like I'm gonna need them to hit some classes.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Because
need them
my
to
goodness
figure it out.
gracious.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's uncalled for, but like Steven, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Taylor
I think
has
Taylor's
gotten better
gotten
since
yeah,
the first season.
Yeah.
Steven,
Yeah.
come on. You're on season 3 of this show.
Yeah.
They
I
don't got
know,
an acting
I know,
teacher for
I
you?
know. These two are cheating on their significant others. And
Yet they can't be, but then they don't want to be together when they can
Yeah,
be together. I'm
I
like,
know.
what's going on?
I know. And it is tough. I do feel for like if you are unfamiliar, like if you're watching and you didn't read the books, all these things too, it's like there is that time jump where if you are not paying attention, you're like, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
What's Steven doing at a desk in a financial firm? Like
Yeah,
what's
it
going
throws
on
you
here?
off.
Like it's like you're like, oh,
Big jump.
Connie's a doctor.
No,
Like,
right.
it's-
I'm like, oh my God. Literally.
Try-
but,
you know,
but
going to be a doctor.
that was me, though. I was
Yeah.
like, look at him.
I know.
Jeremiah can't even graduate, and he's becoming a doctor.
Yeah, well, that's his deep-rooted insecurity. That's, Jeremiah's struggle.
Yeah.
And he asked her to marry her. I said, you gotta be kidding me. For so many reasons.
Mm-hmm.
For so many reasons, it's inappropriate.
When you
Putting on a Band-Aid for his actions.
for sure. And here's the thing. I try not to think about this while watching this show, but I'm like, she's dogging both brothers.
Yeah.
It's just
well, it's,
crazy. And I just try to not think about that while watching the show because it's just
Yeah,
it is
it's-
a book and it's
yeah,
TV
yeah.
and it's not
Yeah.
real and it's that's supposed to be what we watch in television and movies and books is supposed
Yeah.
to be things that are, what the hell, keeps you locked in.
Yep.
But sometimes I'm really
What
just
the
like,
helly belly?
yeah, what the helly belly? And then you're just like, damn, no, it's really just it's just two brothers.
Yeah.
Causing a rift in the fam.
I know.
But can't get enough.
Making
so.
holidays a little tense.
Very.
Making them all a little tense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Conrad can't even enjoy the beach.
I
You
know.
in peace.
Freaking cousins.
I know.
Ugh.
What's he gonna do?
What I do to have a beach house that I grew up in.
Let me tell you.
You know
what's-
what I mean?
Yeah, and if that's
Like, I didn't
house
ha-
is stunning.
I had nothing like
I
that.
did, like,
there was
kinda
no place that we went to every summer.
And Belly's like, oh, I'll just go to cousins.
that's what I
for
said,
Christmas
Right? Like you want to
solo.
escape, you're gonna go
But
to
watching
cousins.
it, I kind of forgot that it was kind of just a free, for all of them. When she went to it by herself, I was like, can she just do that?
yeah, both of you, Belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Conrad
Now
walks in
it's
like,
like the
oh,
kids,
you're
yeah.
here?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's just an absolutely, obviously stunning home. But my God, I don't know how I'm gonna handle Conrad finding out that they're engaged. When I watch it, I'm gonna be devastated. I'm not gonna be able to handle watching that on my screen. You know,
She just can't possibly end up with Jeremiah.
It's
can't
crazy
possibly.
to watch. You're watching it's a train wreck.
Yeah, but you can't look away,
No.
and I can't wait for the next episode.
He hooks up with that girl. He brings her back a bracelet from the beach. Ugh.
Slime ball.
It's just bad move after bad move from him, you know?
Yeah, well, he's lost.
But then it's also
he's
like,
lost. He's trying to fix his actions by getting married. He can't
I
graduate.
know.
He's all over the place.
It's a Band-Aid for a lot of things, obviously. But then it's like, you know, he stays he's on the couch all the time at the hospital there. He is a great friend, but I was always like, they're supposed to be best friends.
Yeah. And not that I care about the parents, like, really at all, but why?
Was it?
But
Yeah,
then
they
all
threw
of a
that one
sudden
in.
they're together.
Yeah. Maybe that was supposed to be like a little bit of a parallel of like, you know, she's the mom and the dad fell in love in college and then they got divorced, but now maybe they're rekindling, you know, maybe there's like
I was like, these two are rekindling out of nowhere.
yeah, right.
They threw that in.
Right.
We
They
care
just
about
popped at,
because we
they
care
were at
more
that
about
conference.
Right. We care more about the kids than the parents. But
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit, that's happening.
but they're like, we'll get the parents a little frisky.
Yeah, why not? We'll throw that in.
Yeah.
So it's sort of giving in a way less dramatic way. Tell Me Lies. Because now they're in college.
Right.
But this is way
Yeah,
less
they're not
dramatic.
they're not doing the
You know,
the car accident.
people aren't.
No,
you
but
know.
they're not doing the shit they're doing in Tell Me Lies.
No.
Please God.
No.
Belly can't be doing those things.
No. Belly's banging two brothers.
No.
So, I mean, honestly,
Yeah, but not at the same time.
not at the same time. Like,
Hey.
like Lucy was, same
You
day.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, moving on.
I can't wait for the app. Like, it's
I
gonna
know.
kill me.
When does it
It's
come out? What day?
Wednesdays.
Thursdays.
Is it Thursdays now?
It's Thursdays.
But it was
I believe.
but it came out
How
Maybe it's Wednesday.
How
I
did
don't know.
Taylor Swift get in on the show at like the ground level?
July 16th was when it first was the premiere. So is it Wednesdays? Because that was a Wednesday.
July 16th.
July 16th was a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so it'll be out on Wednesdays.
how did what you ask?
Do you think Taylor Swift like was an avid reader of the books and she was like, I want to be a part of this, like, because she's been a part of it since it started, right? Like the show.
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to.
Because
To
it's
be
like
honest.
it turned out to be a great show
Yeah.
for her to be a part
Yeah.
of, but who knew?
Maybe either she knew or she was advised that it would be a good idea, and it has been. Because
yeah.
because and by the way, another great part of this show, the music. The music is fantastic. I mean, first of all, Lacey just being Lacey.
The fact that they hit this music right at the right time.
Yeah.
You're losing me, and then she's like, you lost that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
The lyrics, the
know.
script, it's all hitting at the same
The
time.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
All their current stuff. The Taylor Conrad. By the way, Conrad always gets the best songs.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you hear, and Gia and I were laughing about it because we went to dinner and we were joking about the episodes, and Gia was like, I mean, Jeremiah got a Benson Boone song when he proposed, so that's all you need to know.
Dang. Dang. She really
yeah.
did Benson like that.
She did Benson like that. Well, it was kind of a running inside joke because we did have a joke when we were all in Italy that I'm like Benson Boone's #1 fan, and they just kept making fun of me.
You're just a supporter of Benson
I just
Boone
really
because-
like Benson Boone.
Kelly-
Gia made fun of me because she was like, "No, Fran like dead ass made a fit check to a Benson Boone song," and I was like, "Yeah, I did. I like that song.
And you know what? That's fine.
I did. I like
Don't
the song.
let
Sorry."
anybody listen.
Yeah.
Who cares
Gia made
what's
fun of me.
on trend or whatever? You like what you like.
Yes.
And if you like Benson,
Catchy
it's
song.
just trendy to hate Benson Boone for no reason.
Yeah, I know.
What did Benson Boone do for people to not like him?
I know.
Flip a
Well,
little
let me
bit?
tell you. Well, the way Gia was like Jeremiah, he was like, "Of course, Jeremiah got a Benson
All Benson
Boone
Boone
song."
did was enjoy flipping, and
Kelly
people were
Cakes
like,
had a really good line in one of our groups the other day where she's like, call me Benson Boone the way I'm about to flip on this. Like,
yeah, that was so good. Actually, I was like, that's so creative.
Yeah, but if you pay
But-
attention, I mean, Conrad really does get all the best music. so.
Yeah, he does. Well deserved.
Yeah.
So that's an A- for me, and I think that's anything new I watch. I must be forgetting stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of drawing a blank.
I will give those first 2 episodes of the show. I'm gonna go B+. solely from the fact that I do not like what is happening with Jeremiah. You know? Like, I know I'm gonna, like, there's so much buildup for the season, and I feel like things are gonna get crazy that I don't want to start too high, really, because I know I'm gonna like.
Yeah,
I know it's gonna get better.
I thoroughly enjoyed my time, so I'm giving it an appropriate grade.
I did too. I did too. But I think it's, we're on the upslope for sure. Did I grade the last episode of We Were Liars?
I don't think you.
I forget if I had watched it last week. I don't think I did. Remember I said I have one episode left, and I'm like preparing myself.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, I watched the last episode. Whoa. I understand why everyone told me to buckle up. That's really all I'll say about it. Because I know now it's been out for a while. I'm sure people have seen it. I talked about it a little last week too. That's like, we said Noah revealed to us there are more books.
Yes, 3 of them to be exact.
That's
a good sweet spot. 3.
Yeah. But I'll give the last episode. I'll give that last episode an A-. It took me on a wild ride where I was like, is this what it's, and then it just you get slapped in the face really with it, and you're like, whoa, it's deep. It is deep. I went to see Superman. Saw that in theaters last week. Thoroughly enjoyed. Was a fan 100%. I'll give it a B. It was good. Enjoyed it. I thought Nicholas Hoult was fantastic. I love him. He plays a villain.
You really do have a thing for
Nicholas
Nicholas Hoult.
I've always had a thing for Nicholas Hoult. Loved him since Warm Bodies.
You really got a strong thing for Nicholas Hoult.
Warm Bodies came out like 10 years ago, and it was not watched by many. But it was watched in the Mariano household a lot, and he played a zombie at that movie, and I loved him.
Yes.
Okay, he dated Jennifer Lawrence at one point, right?
Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah. I found that out recently and was shocked.
Well, X-Men, they were in the X-Men movies together. And he's so good in everything he's in my opinion. And I love when he's not playing a villain, but he does play a villain very well. So I thought he was very good. And Superman was great. I thought Richard Brosnan was great all around.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but the kind of like scrawny guy that all the girls liked in the movie. He was good.
Yeah, the guy from
what is he from?
He's in Righteous Gemstones.
I know him from something else too, because I don't watch that show.
That's how I recognize him first, from Righteous Gemstones. He was great too.
Yeah.
I thought the other super, like, it was really, there was a lot of good moments, funny moments.
But what did you think about the cameo? I said it last time, right?
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
What was that?
Random.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been made like more sense if it was like him with an equally famous person as the mom,
Yeah.
Like, then maybe it would have made more sense. It was just him. So then I was like, oh, that's kind of random.
And yeah.
But I guess, I don't know. They just wanted to throw that in there. I'm not quite sure.
Licorice Pizza, that's what I know him from. Skylar Gisondo?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you said.
There's a really good, it was a good balance to me for like Superman, because I think a lot of Superman dialogue like comes off kind of cheesy, but in a way like it worked for this movie where there were those moments, but it wasn't crazy. Where he had some one-liners that you were like, like going into action, that it's just like
definitely.
but it's very Superman.
The dog
in my
was
opinion.
like a very like.
Yeah. I like the dog.
Yeah.
Everybody can get strong at Planet Fitness. There's a high-value membership that supports any fitness journey as low as $15 per month, and there are over 2,700 club locations, with most clubs open 24 hours. You can get the best in-class equipment. It has the same high-quality equipment as other more expensive gyms, and for a full workout from strength training to cardio and stretching, you can all do at Planet Fitness. They also have brand new plate-loaded machines, hack squat, bench, and calf raise. So many options. It's friendly, there's a welcoming staff, and it's unlimited free fitness training. You could start your fitness journey at any time, whether you'd want it to be cardio, strength training, a mixture, stretching. You could do this all at Planet Fitness. And we're all strong on this planet, so join today in club, online, or in the free PF app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club, so check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll or 13 to 17 with a parent or guardian.
Love Island UK. Been watching. I'm a little behind on like UK time, so I don't know. I'm probably more caught up actually with what's on Hulu. So I don't want to give too much away, but it has been really good. And I don't know what is going on with they had I know you're watching it, so I don't want to give too much away, but they had an ex come in during Casa, one of the guy's exes. And at first it was like, oh, she doesn't care about him, whatever. But now it's like, did she come in for him? You're like, she's making moves that you're like scratching your head. What's going on? And then there's one, I unfortunately, like, my roller coaster ride with Tony has been like, I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh, you know, I'm moving up. She's having some good moments, some iffy moments. Girl, I think like there's two different groups of girls in the villa, but she's had this relationship going with Harrison that is toxic. And I think there's been some big moment with them that I haven't seen, but I think I may have seen a spoiler online, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But it was like, you know, when you're watching someone on Love Island and they're just like, they're saying it to the guy. They're like, you're making me look so dumb. I know it. And like, I know how this is coming across, and you feel it, but they're still picking him. You know, like you're still picking him.
Yeah.
Pull it away. He doesn't get you anymore. You know? But it has been a good season. So I'll give it a B plus. I don't know what exact number episodes I'm on to give, which is like, I don't have those. I can give them for the graphic, but I don't know exactly which ones they are. Bachelor in Paradise. Bachelor in Paradise caught up on episode 2 and 3 were both last week. I loved seeing Andrew back. Loved seeing the Goldens. The Goldens were mixing it up. I thought it was fun. You know, they gave a fun energy when they came in. Did you watch the 3rd episode?
Yes.
Tuesdays, right?
Yeah.
I think Andrew and Alex could be a great pair. I know he didn't bring her on the date. Kind of a crazy move from Jeremy too, when he called Susie in the interview and was like, come back.
Yeah, that was wild. I forgot I watched this. I gotta grade that too.
Yeah. Because I thought that was kind of nuts for a couple of reasons. Obviously, he gave his rose to Bailey.
Right.
And then he went on a date with Susie. And then Bailey gets an opportunity to go on a date. He just went on a date the day before. And he's like, Bailey like really made it clear she was all for me. Like, that's why I gave her my rose. I don't know. I did not like the energy he was putting out there. And then he's mad Bailey's going on the date. You just went on a date.
And then being like, wait, I want Susie back. It was
like, oh, I should have just went with Susie. It's like, what? She's just going on one date, and now all of a sudden you're in your interview calling up Susie.
Susie's like, get me out of there.
Saying turn around, come back.
Oh.
That was messy. I did not let. I thought that was a kind of a crazy move from him. For sure.
I was like, am I watching this correctly right now? Am I envisioning this? Like, is this really what's happening?
I know. And I feel like with
the producer was like, why don't you try calling her? I'm like, is this allowed?
I know they've just said, hey, they're really trying to mix it up, you know?
I didn't know they had their phones.
I bet you it was a producer's phone.
Yeah.
It was just like Susie answers and it's just Jeremy being like, come back.
Yeah.
I do wish that they handled like the Justin Susie. I wish there was a way that Justin and Susie could have been on there for longer. Like that was a blip. One episode we got Susie. I feel like she should have been on there for longer.
Yeah.
You know?
They messed up that rose ceremony. It should have been a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to see more of that.
Definitely. But I'm enjoying, like, I gotta give Bachelor in Paradise a B. Solid B.
I'm gonna go with B too.
Solid B. That's where I'm at with it right now. And I know this is like really, like, talk about dragging out a show that I have, that everyone's finished, and somehow I don't know how it ends.
Paradise?
Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh, Your Friends and Neighbors.
Oh my God.
Your Friends and Neighbors. Joe and I have finished episode 7.
I feel like that show is like 5 years ago now.
There's one episode left. What happens? I do not know, but I just left. He was, he's getting arrested after the funeral. That whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's when that was a good part of the season.
The end of episode 6 was really good. And I was like, oh shit. We were locked in. But when there's a certain number of episodes left And I wanted to stop after episode 6 because I was like, if we watch episode 7, then there's only one left after that, and I'm going to want to finish. Well, we watched episode 7, so now I'm dying to watch the last one. I'll give that an A-. I thought it was really good. Really good. And then Olivia Munn has been fantastic. Late to the game, obviously. Everybody else has finished it. And that's, I believe...
Did you watch Stick?
Is that... No, I'm behind on Stick.
Okay.
I'm behind on Stick. Joe was like, we're in the middle of like 6 different shows. We need... Oh, Squid Game. He was like, we need to finish... Because we're like in the middle of... Because I was like, oh, what do you want to watch? Because I wanted to... Oh my God, I forgot I watched Started Quarterback too. I wanted to watch Quarterback with Joe, and he was like, I'm not watching that with you because we have 4 other shows that we're in the middle of that we need to finish.
I feel like Quarterback's one of the like... You just
throw it on.
That's why I was like, just throw it on. Squid Game, season 3, we've watched the first 3 episodes. I'll give it a B-. It is fairly, I mean...
Yeah.
There's like a baby in the mix.
It's crazy.
You know, there's just some things that you're like, what is...
Have you witnessed like the acting from the rich white like Americans who watch the games? Like it's so bad.
Well, it's dubbed.
Is it dubbed? Like
I think the English is dubbed because we're watching the.
But wouldn't they be speaking in
We're
English?
Watching the Korean version. It still seems dubbed.
It
though.
seems okay. That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I thought they were just so bad. Like it seems like AI.
No, it does, but I think it's dubbed over.
Okay,
the
that
voices.
would make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
but I thought their lips were moving with it. I don't know.
No, they are, but they're like a little. It's a little delayed. Like there was it was kind of weird watching it.
Was really weird. I don't
know. It
was
not as in sync as when you're watching all the other characters and they're speaking Korean.
Yeah, I still don't understand that, but because like if it's Korean, everything else is Korean. And why wouldn't they just hire actual people who speak English then? I don't know.
I don't have the answer for you. But I did know. I noticed that as well. And my immediate thought was it was dubbed over or something. It was like, it was. Yeah,
I'm just sitting here like I got so much to catch up on.
I know.
My head is spinning.
Yeah. And the first 3 episodes of Quarterback, I'll give a B as well. It's like I love tossing that on. I love Kirk Cousins. He's just a doll.
Like a stand-up guy.
He really is. And, he was so lovely when I did that ping pong thing at the Super Bowl. And I was just like, ugh, so great. I do love watching Joe. I love watching Joe Burrow. Who doesn't love watching Joe Burrow? He's not giving as much personality as I thought he would.
It actually is doing the opposite for me.
Really?
Watching Joe Burrow. I'm like, ugh. Like... No personality. Can't even do his dishes or laundry. Like I'm just like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I love seeing.
I agree. Joe Burrow. I turned it off because I put it on and I turned it off because I was like,
I'm
like, how? Like Joe Burrow. Like obviously everyone loves Joe. All girls love Joe Burrow. And then you're watching this and you're like,
yeah,
what? Like that's how I felt watching it. I was like.
There were certainly a couple moments in his like interviews that's just him that I was like, oh, that was a little cringy.
Yeah, he just like gives nothing. You know?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, I also do love watching Jared Goff, but mostly because I love watching Kristen.
Yeah, and I think it's just more like when you watch when it goes from Jared Goff to Joe Burrow, and you're just like,
yeah. Well, there's just more. For it to just be the 3 of them, and there's just other, like, this is not a knock at Joe Burrow, obviously. He's thriving in all senses. But Kirk's things, he's getting married. Kirk has his family. It's like there's other things outside of football. And Joe's story is very, like, football-driven. And then, of course, like, fashion-driven and the other things that he's interested in. But it's not as, like, get to know me personal level. I feel like than maybe the other 2.
Robbie Fox's blog made it?
No.
With the headline and Robbie's name because of, I don't know if you got to that part where Joe bought the Batmobile.
No, I haven't gotten there.
Yeah, and
I only watched the first 3 episodes.
Robbie's thing in it.
Yeah. That's cool. I haven't watched haven't watched that much, but that's.
I guess I watched Quarterback too. So
Yeah.
I guess I'm not literally talking about what I watched from it this week.
Yeah.
I'll give that a B.
Yeah.
Solid.
That's all I watched.
I'm just like, yeah, I won't continue to rag on Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you felt the same way watching it, Noah.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it just seems like he's kind of trying to be a cool guy.
I don't even know
In a
if it's
way.
that or if he's just awkward and like.
Yeah.
I forget exactly what the conversation was with the laundry and the dishes, but that severely turned me off.
I didn't
Like
even
it
get
was
that
like,
far.
because
I've
it's
seen a lot
not
of
like
clips.
obviously he has the money that somebody could do it for him now.
Right.
But it was like even besides that, he was like he can't do it. Like I'm just like, why? I was like, ugh.
Yeah, Summer I Turned Pretty. I'll give it a B to start off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think I'm on Conrad's side now, which I haven't been, by the way. We haven't had this conversation. Since.
You've
No, we
been
haven't.
Team Jeremiah.
Not Team Jeremiah. I'm not Team
You've been
anyone.
a hidden Team Jer.
But
in
I
the
didn't-
studio this whole time.
But
And
let me just
do
say,
you call him Jer too?
No,
behind
I
the
don't.
scenes?
but let me just say, I just didn't get the hate for Jeremiah in the first 2 seasons, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought that last season, I can't really remember that much of what happened, but I remember being like, Conrad is so fucking annoying.
well,
He's
no,
like
yeah,
a crybaby.
Well, he had a tough go for sure.
So I think season 2, I was like, I've had enough of this Conrad guy. Why is everyone obsessed with this guy? But it
you see the growth.
switched very.
You see the growth.
Yeah, he's got.
Well, he was.
Well, he
there
already
was
got
a
fired.
very deep level of emotional unavailability from Conrad in those earlier seasons.
Yeah.
Dealing a lot of.
Not great though that he got fired like on his
You
first
made
day.
one mistake.
No, yeah.
That's all. In
That's
that
all it takes.
field,
Yeah.
No, you
Can't
can't
be
make a
making
mistake.
Can't make
mistakes.
one mistake in that field, yeah.
for sure.
Stick. I watched the episode 7 to 9. Really good. Like I actually enjoy this show a lot.
It's a good show. It's cute.
Yeah. So I'll give it a B plus. Like I feel like it'll probably just be a solid B plus the whole
Yeah.
show, but one episode left. And it's cool they get like a bunch of Dan Rappaport's in it. Like they get like a bunch of like real golf people in
Yeah.
the show. Like Jim Nantz and everyone. So I watched the movie The Drop the other day, the one with Megan Faye.
Yes.
Because
Is
it was
good?
like on Peacock or something. Like so I watched it. It was exactly what I expected, kind of. Like kind of entertaining, ridiculous. Not the greatest movie I've ever seen. I'll give it a C plus.
I feel like they did good marketing for it though.
It did.
Yeah. And the C, it's like a C plus, but like a fun C plus.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say don't watch it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fun.
Yeah.
And then I watched the second episode of Beyond the Villa with Love Island Beyond the Villa.
Yep. I haven't watched episode 2 yet.
I would say this one is even worse. Like in my mind, it's so bad. Like I just feel like there's nothing happening, and they're just like really trying to milk anything they can get for drama, and it's just so dumb in my mind. Yeah.
I think actually I did put this on, and I went and started cleaning my room in the middle of it.
Aaron's trying to
The
like.
second episode.
Yeah. Now that I recall, I was like, I'm gonna get up and clean.
Yeah, I just
I
watched
can't
the
even like
first
fully tell you what happened. Like Connor's trying to like get Aaron to talk to girls, like, and then, Kendall like went. I don't know the way they filmed this. Like Kendall went on that date. Remember the first episode? He met that girl at like the party. Do you remember that?
Yes.
They like
Yeah.
went on a date, so they showed the date.
Oh, I didn't see any of this.
But it's just like really quick, and it's just so like seems so forced and like for the camera. Where I'm
Yeah.
like, also that girl, like, do we think that she actually likes Kendall or she just wants to be on camera? Like, I don't know.
Who knows?
But I don't know. I think it's really just Kaylor and Liv again. Like
Yeah.
the whole Kaylor and Liv thing. And yeah, I'll give it a C minus. Next week it'll probably be in the D's. It's just gonna keep going down. So we'll see if we can get to an F by the end of the season.
Yeah, we'll
Jeez.
see.
No, I mean it could get good. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
right
yeah,
now it's just like
Yeah.
nothing's happening.
Right.
So-
Right.
And it does feel very produced. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It may end up just being that they figure out that maybe it was a little bit too much of a force.
It feels like
You know,
they're
Maybe too much time in between. I
Yeah.
like to see the couples thriving though. Like
Yeah.
No, I know that's
all
what I'm
the
saying.
couples
It's
that are-
fun. Yeah, it is fun to see the couples that are still together, like see what they're doing. But when they are making a reality show, I'm sure production wanted there to be like more
I feel like
pot
the general
stirring, and then there
vibe-
isn't really that much with the couples, you know?
But just the whole show, I feel like I get the sense that like they're only hanging out with each other because they need to film this show, and they keep saying like, "Oh, like how have you been?" Like as if they haven't even talked to each other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
so they're not really like a lot of them. I mean, some of them definitely are good friends,
Yeah.
but
It's
a lot
broken
of
up
them,
into
like,
groups. They're not all a big group.
not friends at all, and don't even speak at all unless it's like on camera. So it just doesn't feel like authentic. I don't know. That's it.
I appreciate your honesty.
That's all I got.
That's all you watch?
Yeah.
All right. That's everything we watched this week.
Cook Unity was made for adventurous eaters with countless global cuisines from 160 plus award-winning chefs. You can go on there, check out all the different chefs they have. You could see one that I love, Mark Forgione. He's got some great restaurants, Iron Chef, you know, the whole thing. And you can see the curated menus that he's done. You can explore an ever-expanding menu of small batch meals, all tailored to your lifestyle, dietary needs, and cravings. You can get ready-to-eat meals delivered directly to your door by going to cookunity.com/chicksfree or enter code CHICKSFREE before checkout for free premium meals for life. With 300 plus weekly menu options, Cook Unity's customizable platform makes it simple to get connected with your cravings. Personalize your menu by navigating the easy-to-use platform. You can filter it by chef, protein, cuisine, or dietary need to find meals that satisfy your cravings and stick to your health goals. So get what you're craving. Try the freshest, best-tasting meal delivery made by your favorite celebrity chefs. Go to cookunity.com/chicksfree or enter code CHICKSFREE before checkout for free premium meals for life. That's free premium meals for life by using code CHICKSFREE or going to cookunity.com/chicksfree. Terms and conditions apply. Go to cookunity.com for details.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest. We are joined by Julie Bowen here to talk about her reprising her role in Happy Gilmore 2. We are super, super excited. Comes out July 25th on Netflix. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you.
We are so excited to have you here. This is a big one. You've been on our list for a while as guests that we want
Years.
on our show.
On your list?
Yes.
Is that like Noah's list?
Yeah. Noah has his own separate list for sure.
Noah, am
But-
I on your list?
Yeah.
I should have put you on my list
Yeah.
because that would have been a great one to check off right now.
I don't know what
Seriously.
just my name.
Yeah,
No,
and in what
nothing
way?
else. Just
Yeah. Right.
Julie Bowen.
Could be had like
Could
you know
be
having an
anything.
award-winning actress on Chicks in the Office.
Yeah.
Cross
Right.
that off.
Damn.
We could actually
You know?
change the list and just put that on before this comes out.
I'll
and
just
we
make.
could act
I'll
like
just add a 31. on
Yeah,
the list. Julie Bowen.
Yeah, I just want to give you a head start. I feel like I want to set you up to succeed, and it's not looking good for you over there.
Yeah.
No, not a lot of people believe in me, and I kind of like it that way.
Yeah. Well, you have 3 boys, right?
I do.
Yeah, so I feel like you, right away it's
I
like,
yeah.
you know, the boys need the help sometimes.
Boys need so much help. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have 3 teenagers now. One just turned 18, and now he's just like, rules do not apply. I'm like, no, you still live in my house and ask me for like lunch money.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
What do you, he's like, I'm 18. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious.
Unfortunately, he's not a teenager, but he still needs some help.
Do you text your mom for lunch money?
No.
Text his mom for a lot of other
Apple
things.
Cash requests?
No, but I text my mom for things that probably I shouldn't.
Laundry?
No.
We've had the
I've-
laundry argument we've had many times.
No, I've recently
He's just
discovered
recently
how to
learned to fold.
fold.
Yeah.
Oh, folding is my porn.
Yeah.
I watch folding videos.
I got a folding machine.
Yeah.
Like the fold
The
over
flapper thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flap, flap, flap.
Noah
flap.
would get you off then because he really knows
Noah,
how to fold.
apparently we are a match made in heaven. He just learned how to fold. But it's satisfying.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
kinda
He was very
relaxing.
excited to show us when he learned for the first
Anyway, it's also, but it's like a guy that discovers that like anything about nutrition and they need to tell you all about it. And you're like,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
We know how to fold and we know
Yeah.
that carbs make you puffy.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the new quarterback with Joe Burrow? Do you know who Joe Burrow is, the quarterback of the
Dude, you're
Bengals?
putting me. Bengals.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm not
Yeah.
like, trust me,
I
I'm
know
no
Jalen
expert.
Hurts. That's
There
where
you go.
Fran's preferred.
Yes.
But he was just on the show that they do, a quarterback series where they follow quarterbacks around. He was talking about how he doesn't do his own laundry and like can't make food and that his mom does it for him. Like he's
Yeah.
fully a quarterback of a football team.
Yeah,
multi-millionaire.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
he won't doesn't have to learn now.
Well, there are compromises, I feel like, that you think, oh, I'm never doing that. No, I'm going to make. But then you're in this sort of weirdly abusive relationship with your teenage sons where you're like, text me back. I made your favorite food. Are you coming home? Yeah. And you're like, it's okay. It's okay. I folded all your socks and underwear into neat little packages and color coded them. They're like, yeah. It's like an abusive old school relationship. And you're like, I will never do your laundry again. And then you're like, I did your laundry. Love me. I made your favorite food.
Yeah, looking for the approval.
Yeah, just like,
Are you coming home for dinner?
I know. And if you read them, you would think, girl, get out of this relationship. He is not the one for you. He is not showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my life.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Well, we're so excited that you are back for Happy Gilmore 2. How did you find out that this sequel was being made?
Well, I didn't. I mean, there were all these rumors flying around, and I guess Christopher McDonald said something on the radio or something that I guess he and Adam had been talking, and he said, yeah, there's going to be a sequel. That just blew up on the internet, and my kids, my son called me from school, actually, he's like, bruh, they're doing a sequel, and you're not in it. And I was like, first of all, what do you...
Yeah. How do you know?
How do you know? You know nothing. He goes,
That toxic relationship.
yeah, toxic. Bruh. He goes, but here's Sydney Sweeney's in it. And I said, oh, okay, that's probably the new love interest. I said, sure, okay. I have no idea. And I'm seeing online all these people were like doing the lingerie and 2 pictures of beer scene, and they were like sort of pitching for them, influencers and whatnot, to be the new Virginia event. I was like, you guys look great. Go for it. And Adam finally calls me a few months later and is like, we're doing it. And I was like, okay. And it's fine if I'm
You're
not
like,
in
yeah,
it.
congrats.
I said, that's great.
Good for you.
That's great. Like, the internet's very excited. He was like, you're an idiot. So, no, I got to, he wanted me back because he's a man, he loves his family so much. So I get to sort of represent that for him, his actual wife and kids and all the things that really matter to him.
Yeah.
He sort of rolled into me.
Yeah.
And I think people are very, very excited for you to return, even though you said, there's rumors about this person and that person. But I think most importantly, you returning is what people are excited about.
They want to stick to the originals.
There's some surprises.
Yeah.
There's a lot of surprises. And I like can't talk about any of them. And I literally don't even know which of the cameo guest star people I can talk about, because I heard a list yesterday. I did press all day, and I'm like, nobody's mentioned Shimmy Boop Bop, who like is sold out Madison Square Garden 4 times. No one's even said that yet. Is he? There's so many surprises,
Right, because we really just go off. The trailer is just nonstop. When you watch the trailer, it's like, oh my God, there's that person. Plus, there's all the professional golfers that are in it.
Right.
We know Travis Kelce has talked a ton about being in it. So it's like you have all these people that you're
Travis,
like, oh.
don't you have anything else to do? Well, he was very, very. Everybody was so happy to have him. Everybody loves to come and play with Adam because he's nice. He's super nice, and you always feel like relaxed. I mean, the man wears baggy shorts every day. How can you not feel relaxed? I love it.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, especially at the premiere?
Style icon.
Yeah.
I wore a dress today because I'm not doing press with him, but I did press with him for the past 2 days, so I wore shorts. They were cuter.
Yeah.
Because
I can't imagine
I
you
would
were in
get
baggy
more-
basketball shorts.
at home all the time. I dress. Like my wardrobe's fairly interchangeable with my teenage boys.
Right.
And Adam knows that. But when we do press, he's like, why are you all dressed up? You look nice. No, you look nice. But he definitely is not used to seeing me in a dress.
Yes.
I'm not used to seeing me in a dress.
No, well, you look beautiful.
beautiful
dress. Yes.
It goes back at midnight.
Yeah.
It's all rental. You pay somebody, they give you clothing.
Yep.
People do your makeup and hair. Do you guys do your hair and your makeup?
We do.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly. Yes.
I am not capable.
Yeah.
I am not capable.
Well, there you go.
My cousins call me derelict because of the way I dress, like ripped clothing, bad hair. They're like, have you showered? I'm like, I'm going to get to it.
Yeah.
I'm on my second workout, no shower. It's working out great.
Well, look, then that's why you come and you do press and you're a walking billboard for all the people that help put together, you know, the look.
Yeah. Oh, trust
So
me,
it's-
they get
Exactly.
mad props.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Do you ever get nervous to rent the dresses and the clothes? Like,
No, I have a person who dressed me when for something. Somebody introduced me to her. I was doing a magazine thing when I was pregnant, and she actually put clothes on my giant pregnant body, and I was like, "You're my person. We are together for life." And I pay her, and she puts clothes on me, and it's the greatest relationship I've ever had.
Yeah.
And then she takes the clothes away, and I never have to go shopping.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I never have to. I'm so happy. So my actual closet is a sad forest of baggy shorts.
Here you go.
Adam Sandler's closet.
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty close. Yeah. They're pretty close. Yeah.
When you heard Happy Gilmore 2 is being made, like what did the memories come rushing back to you of making the first one? What was that like then making that movie? And did you like know what kind of crazy cultural phenomenon the first one would be?
Oh, I had absolutely no idea. He'd only done Billy Madison. Yeah. And he was on Saturday Night Live, obviously. So people knew him and he was popular, but he wasn't a movie star yet.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like on the verge of being, he was like, okay, I think something's happening here. And we were in Canada, and comparatively, it was a small budget, and I hated my hair. And I was like, oh, well, no one's going to see it. You know, I'm having a blast doing it. It's my first movie. I'm having so much fun. If nobody sees it, it doesn't matter because this is the greatest summer of my life. We were up there for 3 months. It was a blast. Plus, it was all boys. I'm very, I don't know what, it used to be called a tomboy. I don't know what it is anymore. I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah.
But like, I like hanging out with dudes.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I had the best time. And then it came out and I was like, oh, I see. This is going to be the rest of my life. It's going to be like on my tombstone, and there's just going to be my hair. And just a line drawing of my hair.
You're like, great. I'll live with this hairstyle for the rest of my, no matter how many times I change my hair.
Isn't it funny when people tell you like you're never gonna remember like what you didn't like about yourself, and you're like, no, the one thing
What
I
are you
remember.
talking
You're
about?
like the one thing I remember is that I hated my hair.
Well, I didn't. It was like, it wasn't me, that hair. But then again, nor was Virginia Bennett. She was wearing suits, and so I was like, okay, it's part of a character. I'm fine. I'm fine, and I don't want to sound ungrateful at all because it was my first movie and the beginning of like the best time in my life. I had since then I've been working fairly steadily, and I'm so happy. So I don't want to throw too much shade on it, but at the same time, you go, what the hell, really? That hairstyle did not age well for anyone. Princess Di didn't, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they say everyone looks younger now than they did with
Right?
that haircut.
That hair was aging. That hair was very aging. And Diana, I mean, it's a tragedy that she died when she did, but also, and I'm very serious, it was horrible what happened. She was just getting the hair figured out. And we feel like we were rounding a corner, and I really wanted to see where she was going. And
We were so close to
so
getting
close
the hair.
to a bounty blowout.
it was stopped with the spray
Yep,
and the feathers,
yep.
and you're like,
Yep.
it was a representation of how she was coming into her own, and I was like, I am here for all of this. Let's go.
Yep.
And everyone's talking about her style and her hair now and all this, and I'm like, oh, guys, she was just hitting her stride.
That is true.
She's
That
right
is-
there.
We
that is
really,
true.
I know.
Yeah.
We were,
I will say, like, we walked by it because it's a trendy right now to cut your hair short, not like short,
Middle
short, but
part,
short, like
bob.
you know, they're like this, like the summer lob, people are calling it. And you know, my husband the other day was like, "Would you cut your hair that short?" I was like, "Oh, maybe." And then he was like, "No, like short, like pixie short." I was like, "What? No."
is he trying to tell you something?
Yes,
Is he into it?
Yeah, I mean,
know.
right. Seems like you might be into
I know.
it.
I was like, "No." He's like, "I think you could pull it off." I was like, "No, I would not do that to myself."
You could.
You could pull it off.
You
Yeah,
could.
but people can pull off hairstyles. It doesn't mean they should do it.
With
You know?
AI, you can like
That's
You
so
test
true.
it out.
That's
Do
so
it.
true.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could probably mock it up for me, and then I could be like, "See, no."
I always said when I was younger, I was like, there's two hairstyles. I want to dye my hair black, and I want a Betty Page,
Yep.
and I wanted a short bob. And one time for some movie, they had to make a mold of my head, and I still have it. The shape of my head without hair, it's horrible. There's like
No one should
planes.
know what
it
that
looks
is.
like.
No.
I was dropped on my head as a child, and I was like, oh, you know what? We're gonna keep whatever
Yeah.
dysregulated hair is happening up here.
That's why I said for guys when they bald, they're like it's a hit or miss, so they have a good head or not.
Right. They don't know.
You don't know. You don't know when it's going to be a little
Yep.
bit of a penis or if it's
Exactly.
going to be
Right.
Do
flat.
I have the right
or
head
there's
for
a
this?
ridge. Yes. You don't know.
But you said you've wanted to dye your hair black.
I did when I was younger. Yeah. When I was younger, I thought that was cool. I mean, please, I grew up like the 90s and goth and all that. And I was never goth, but I was like, I like that look. I'm going to want to try it. No, now,
No,
For sure.
no way.
Where did the acting bug come for you? Because I feel like growing up in Maryland, not around like the Hollywood fancy lifestyle, all those
God,
things.
no. My mom and dad were like, go outside and play.
Yeah.
And do not come back inside until you hear. My mother in suburban Baltimore bought one of those dinner triangles like you see in like Western movies, and it was loud as hell. And she would ring it when it was time to come home, and you could hear it all over the neighborhood.
Yeah.
We would go. That's when we would go home. Our neighbors had a horse. We would just go and make up stories all day and then put on plays. That's what we would do with the whole neighborhood. There was nothing else to do because we were like, Mom's like, you're not watching TV. We're only allowed to watch specials, which you guys don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
You're too young. They are used. Once upon a time, children, gather around. There were 3 networks. And then every now and again, they'd have like a special. And the special would be like a movie. It'd be like Gone with the Wind or something. And we were only allowed to watch specials. So we put on our own entertainment because that's what you do. So so to me, it was like, that's what everybody does, right? And then I realized, no, they don't. Other kids are like home watching fun stuff. And we're like out in a field putting on a play, pretending we're fairies.
Yeah.
So that was just normal to me.
Yeah.
So then how do you end up with like a manager, an agent, and going on those auditions?
Oh, that's hilarious because there she is, Kay Lieberman. Well, that's a fun story. I in college I didn't major in acting, but this little indie film came to town and I auditioned for it and I got it. And at the time it was a big deal to have film on yourself. In the 90s, nobody had a cell phone. So I actually had film on myself from this. And I moved to New York and I was living with my dad's roommate from college. It sounds weird, ladies. It wasn't weird. It wasn't weird. I love you, Andrew.
Repeat that sentence.
Andrew Smith took me in. I was supposed to be with some boyfriend and he dumped me. And the only other person I knew in New York was my dad's roommate from college. And he was like, come over here. And we lived together for a while.
You and your dad shared a roommate.
He loved to make it seem like there was something going on. There was nothing going on. But it was so great. And he had an ex-girlfriend who was an agent, Kay Lieberman, and who's here in this room right now. And we went out to dinner one night and I gave her the tape because I actually had film on myself. And that's how that all started. So, yeah. And they remind me, I paid for dinner and they were like, what the who does that? And I was like, my dad always told me, never let anybody buy you a meal they think they own you. And I'm still a little squirrely when someone buys me a meal. I'm like, keeping the tally in my head. I'm like, does he own me?
Right.
Does she own me? I don't know.
Right. What do I have to give back now? For
I don't
this?
understand. Like, because a lot of my friends now who are younger are like, there's more of an old school thing about dating now. Like, let him come to you. He has to pay kind of things. And I'm like, but then he owns you. Yeah. And like, no, he doesn't. Why do you think this? And I was like, I don't know, Dad, you're in my head.
Yep.
That's amazing though that you guys have kept the working relationship all this time.
You have to trust somebody.
Yeah.
Because Los Angeles, this whole industry is just complete BS. I mean, it's great when you get to do something like Happy Gilmore, when I get to do Modern Family, but there's so much ancillary crap, and you have to trust somebody. And she could be robbing me blind, and I have no idea, and I don't care because I made that choice. You make the choice that you're like, this is the person I'm going to trust.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
You mentioned Modern Family, one of the absolute best ever. Those, sitcoms, it's one of those ones, comfort shows for so many people, and you watch it on TV, and now people watch it and stream it, and they binge it, and they relive it, and they get to go through that journey again. What was the big moment for you when you found out, like, oh, this show is gonna have longevity?
Pretty much right away.
Yeah.
But I also had just given birth to twins. So, because I was pregnant on the pilot, and like 8.5 months pregnant on the pilot with twins, or 8 months pregnant, I don't know. I was huge.
Yeah.
And I gave birth, and then I had 8 weeks off, and then we started shooting the series, and it was clear right away that this was going to be a big hit, which was fantastic. And I could not really enjoy that because when you go home, it was going home to 3. I had a 2-year-old and 2 newborns.
Yep.
And it was really exhausting. And I remember Jesse going to like Monaco just to get an award because he's like, it's a freebie. It's fun. You should do it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, I remember going to some event with a breast pump, because I was still nursing, and it broke, and my boobs were crawling out of the dress, and everyone's like, "You look great," and I'm like, "I feel awful. I'm so tired."
That is fair. That's a tough immediate balance. So when do you think you got to enjoy being
I
double
loved
duty?
every day at work.
Yeah.
I loved it. I didn't really need the other stuff because they'd be like, we're going to go here and you can go to, people were traveling the world to sell the show ostensibly because everybody wanted a visit from Ty Burrell or, Eric Stone Street, Sofia Vergara, please. Yeah. And I made my peace with the fact that I got to be with those people all day, every day, Monday through Friday. It was all the fun I could have asked for. Yeah. So yes, I appreciated every single day at work. I loved it. It was a blast. Imagine.
Right.
No,
and
I know.
for so long too, right? 2009 to
11 years.
2020, right? And are you missing it at all? Because
my
you
God.
get so used to it every day.
Well, we wrapped February 2020, and 3 weeks later, we shut down. Mm-hmm. And my therapist, I'm in therapy, guys. Don't be shocked. She's always like, you lost everything at the same time.
Yeah.
I was fairly recently divorced, and I hadn't really processed that. And then there's the shutdown, and then Modern Family stops, and I'm just like, I feel weird. I don't know what I feel. I don't know how to feel. I didn't know what to do without all that structure around me. But I figured it out.
Yeah.
What
do you think was the one thing that helped you through that?
Oh, the pandemic was awful. Shutdown was awful. But I got my kids all day, every day, because they were doing homeschool. And it's like, I got them at the sweetest point. They weren't driving, and it wasn't all about like parties and girls yet. It became that immediately after. Yeah. And it was like, I got these extra years in a way.
Right.
And that was great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I really need to double down and invest in these people because, you pick them up from school, you get them to soccer practice, you drop them on, blah, 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 blah. And this was like, we were just together. And that was great.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
So nice. This is an ad by BetterHelp. Workplace stress is now one of the top causes of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce experiencing higher than normal levels of stress. To battle stress, most of us can't wave goodbye to work, but we can start small with a focus on wellness. A holiday is great, but it isn't a long-term solution to stress. Don't forget that therapy can help you navigate whatever challenges the workday or any day might bring. There's so many great benefits to therapy, whether, there's things going on at work, home, friends, family, relationships, whatever it is. You can talk it out, get it off your chest, be able to have someone listen. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Unwind from work with BetterHelp, Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/office. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/office.
Now we see, even with Happy Gilmore 2 and other shows, they're always reprising, bringing things back. Modern Family, they say, we're going to bring everybody back 5-10 years from now. Are you like, yes, let's do it? Or do you think, no, we need to leave that show how it was?
Oh, I would show up tomorrow if they were like, we're going to do
Anything.
a stage version with singing, which I cannot do. I cannot sing or dance. I'd be like, I will be Claire in a coma in the middle of it. Those are the nicest, smartest, most fun people. They're delightful, and I would do anything.
What's the Modern Family group chat like?
Chaotic. It's very weird and intermittent, but it'll suddenly blow up with some crazy. It's usually Ed O'Neill.
Interesting.
It's funny because he's the worst texter, but the funniest because he doesn't he's really
can't
bad
text,
at
that's why
technology.
it's funny.
Yes, and so sometimes it'll be like there'll be a text out of the blue. No one's talked in a couple months, and he'll say thank you, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And then it just starts, and you've got all these brilliant people chiming in. Thank you for what? What are you talking about? And then Ed won't come back on again. I mean, until the next day. But you have days and days of texts of people just ragging on each other and making fun of each other, and it's delightful. And there's a lot of talk about meat.
Interesting.
There's a lot. Sometimes, Eric just throws up like marinating this.
Right.
And you're like,
he's a Kansas City guy, you know?
You can't say he
loves
just
that.
wants us to know that
Loves
he's
that
marinating.
barbecue.
Loves that
That's a
barbecue.
dream group chat to be a part of. We were just talking last week about what sitcom parents you would want to be your own parents, and we posted it on our Instagram. So many Claire and Phil.
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, I'm so flattered. I wish my kids felt that way. They're like, they don't watch what I do though.
Really?
No Modern Family for them?
No.
I bet their friends
They'll get there
do.
eventually.
Their friends do, but like in LA, it's like the thing. People always worry about kids in LA. They worry that they're going to be really spoiled or awful because they're growing up with other, famous people, whatever. All these kids don't want to have anything to do with their parents ever.
Yeah.
And they just are like, ugh, gross. So it's they negate their parents immediately. I'm like, unless it's a sports star. Sometimes it's like if your dad's LeBron, you're going to be like, that's my dad.
Right. Right. But are their friends like, your mom's so hot? Like, do you think they do that?
I heard that one time because there was one kid who used to come to our house all the time, and he left a pair of swim trunks or something, and his name was in it. I said, we got to get these back to Bob.
Yeah.
And one of my sons was like, no, we're throwing them out. I said, what? He goes, that kid's an asshole. And I said, what? He goes, wouldn't tell me what happened.
Yeah.
I said, wait, did something happen? Finally, weeks later, I find out he said I was hot.
There you go.
And they were like,
he's never allowed in this house again.
Get out.
They're not going to find out that you touched his swim trunks.
Nope.
No way.
Was not welcome back.
That's
I was
so
like,
funny.
I mean, is it so bad that one of your friends thought I was vaguely attractive? They're like, yeah, it's bad.
They're like,
Mom.
that's worst case scenario,
Like,
Mom.
it's a compliment.
Yeah. No,
that
truly.
bad.
But I bet they loved. Did they get to come to set for Happy Gilmore too?
No.
No.
Sorry,
because I was going to say all the cameos.
It was during school, and so I was flying back and forth on I was I do my thing and then I go back. They want me around and they want me to be their mom.
Yeah.
Like I could be up for 24 hours and working and then getting on a plane and coming back, and I walk in the door and they're like, how come you didn't sign my permission form? And I'm like, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're
Like,
not
my
caring.
signature, just sign it.
And they don't care what you've been doing.
Yeah.
They're inherently selfish in the most wonderful way.
Yeah.
And that's completely normal. They want me to be their mom. They want me to take care of them. And now they're every now and again they're like, where have you been?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was just on 10 planes. Thank you for asking.
Yes.
And they, I have a wonderful person, my life wife, who I make soap with. We do JB Scrub together. And she also produces with me. Her name's Rachel. And she forces them to write me cards for Mother's Day and my birthday every year. And you can tell that she stands behind them with like a freaking whip because they are long and
right.
just like purple pros. It's fantastic.
Well,
It's
that's
fantastic.
nice. I was going to say that's as nice to get because if it's not, if there's any, I'd imagine any teenage boy would want to. I know it's their mom, but like with a movie like this, right? You see everything that's going on, and it's Adam Sandler, and it's all these other guys, and all these comedians, and all these people. I know we're excited to watch it. That's
Very
for
excited.
sure. I think it's gonna be so fun. And I feel like Adam he's been doing these, sequels and these new versions of his classics, and he makes them so fun.
There was no reason to do this movie at all. Like the first one was a perfect little gem. Leave it alone. And so there's a danger in picking that up and messing with it. But I knew if Adam wanted to do it, he was going to do it for a reason. And I think when you see it, I don't want to say he's matured because that makes him sound like he was a baby. He's just become such a loving family man. And I think he wanted to see, what would it be like if Happy was a family man and like had struggles in his life and like how would he deal with that?
Yep.
So he had his reasoning and I was like, I don't need a reason. I'll show up.
I'm there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah, but
which is so great.
I have to say, I don't want to say it's better. I don't want to denigrate the past, but it's a really fun movie.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Well, we can't wait to
We
watch
can't wait.
it. Everyone can stream it on Netflix.
Yes.
July
On the
25th.
Yes.
So it's a
supposed
great
to know
weekend
that.
plan. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
You know
I
it
do
now.
know
know
you
that.
know
Of course
it.
I know that. And there's a ball in did you see this? I thought I was hallucinating the other night. I turned on the news in my hotel room here, and it was the end of a news segment, like 11 o'clock, and they're like, they're always trying to end with something upbeat.
Yep,
Because
yep,
the
yep.
world news, it's a bummer, so
Right.
here's a picture of a kitten.
Yeah.
And this one was, there's some giant golf ball in Times Square.
Oh, I said yes. Yes.
With Happy
Yep,
Gilmore
yep,
on it.
yep.
And I guess
That's some good marketing.
That's a good activation.
But I mean, that's real. I'm looking over at
Yeah,
the
yeah, they're
Netflix
like, yes,
people.
it's real.
They're bringing you to see it after.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
But it went by so fast. They were like, and there it is. And then it was off the TV.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's their happy
did I
note.
hallucinate that?
Well, everyone's talking about it and the giant golf ball in Times
are.
Square too, for sure.
I
So
do
can't
want to
wait
ask
see
you
it.
though, before one
Go
more thing
ahead.
before we wrap up. I saw you went on Inside of You, and you talked about your email, Julie B. Prozac. You don't have to tell us your new email, but has it changed?
Oh yeah, I had to change. I would not have given out my old. That was for years. It was Julie B. Prozac, which yes, I finally got a proper business manager accountant who was like, that's changing. And I'm like, why? My
It's
life's an
funny.
open book.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, close it a little, all right?
Let's tighten it up.
Let's tighten it up. Then no one needs to know that you're nuts. And yeah, no, it's definitely, and it's a weird email address.
Yeah,
It
it's
A
isn't-
boring one now.
It isn't Julie Bowen
Right.
at JulieBowen.com.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can
Julie
say
B.
that.
Prozac would be like a good Finsta, like the fake Instagram that people have.
Oh, totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate that you thought you had to explain a Finsta to me. I'm like, I know it makes sense because I'm old and you're young, but at the same time, I know what
No, I didn't mean it
Finsta
like that.
is.
I just came out naturally.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Because I even felt weird saying Finsta.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it didn't feel natural to me.
I don't like saying that word.
like.
either.
I hated that I
Weren't
said
there
Finsta.
also, though, for a minute, Sinstas? Which were like where you post like the bad stuff?
Yeah, yeah. You
is that
probably
like-
know
yeah,
more
you-
than we do, honestly.
sure.
You're because the boy it changed drastically after our age to the Gen Z.
Immediately
crowd.
when I said Finsta, I said, "Why did you say that?
Yeah.
Why not just
You
You
fake
got mad at
Instagram?"
yourself.
Yeah, I was
you
like,
wanted to go. You're like, you reminded you like, I won Office Survivor. I won it. It's okay. It's okay. I know.
that's what I tell myself often to get
Oh,
through
man.
anything. Yeah.
Well, Julie, thank
You
you.
go into the bathroom, the color is rising
yeah.
high. She gives herself a long look in the mirror. She's like, I won Office Survivor.
yeah.
gets me through anything. Yeah.
Sometimes that's what you need.
That
You
is
just
the
need a little bit
reminder.
of that.
You
Yeah.
got to go
It's a
deal
good
with your
reminder.
in-laws for a long weekend. You're like, if I could do Office Survivor, I got this. I don't even know. Maybe your in-laws are awesome.
They are, but
They are.
But I will say there are a lot of things where I'm like, you know what? I did win that.
I love it.
You caught me.
I
How
love
come
it.
you didn't win with her?
Oh,
She was on her honeymoon,
I was on
so
my
she did not
honeymoon. I
compete.
didn't participate in
Oh,
the
so
show.
you get to tell yourself you could have won.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, she would have won.
No, who knows what would have happened if I was in it? No, I'm not cut out for that.
She'd be the
I'm
Parvati.
not cut out for that.
The-
Parvati?
No,
Yeah,
that's
Parvati.
her.
No,
That's her.
She looks like Parvati.
Yeah, a little bit,
You think?
actually.
We've had her on. I've actually some people have said that to me before.
Yeah.
No, she's got that was the cutthroat. I don't watch Survivor. I've never watched it, so I don't know how it works.
You got to get into it.
Yeah.
It is good stuff.
Yeah.
It is really good stuff. And it's too bad that you can't really do Celebrity Survivor because then it's like a bit, but like Mike White is doing the 50th.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's been
can
John
do
Lovitz
anything.
was on it, but not John Lovitz. John John Lovett was
Yeah.
on it last year, but there's not. I don't know. I would love to do Survivor. I would love to do it, but it would be. You can't do the real Survivor if people know you from somewhere else because then they come for you.
You could do Surviving Barstool next season.
I will. Can I represent for one of you?
Absolutely.
Maybe for
You
Noah.
can- yeah,
Noah,
yeah,
how
yeah.
come you didn't win?
Yeah.
Hey, we want to
wasn't
be
asked.
teammates. Like next, we could win Surviving Barstool with Julie Bowen. I would put that
But
on.
I've
Yeah, yeah.
seen what happens if you're Boston Rob. They come for you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
not
have
Boston.
to. That's the problem. You got to be like low key.
Yeah, that's why
for
I can't
sure.
do it again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you can't.
I'm out
No,
now.
no, you go out on top. Honestly, I don't think they're going to do the show anymore. It was
Yeah.
such a
Who knows? Who
it
knows?
Cost them too much money.
It was yeah.
The company
and a lot
almost fell
of,
apart,
and
yeah.
a lot of broken relationships. But okay, Julie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We could have you on for hours, but we do have to wrap up.
Yep.
So
No,
thank you so
wrapping up.
much.
Let's get outta here.
And everyone, of course, go watch Happy Gilmore
Yes,
too.
July 25th.
on Netflix. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. Thank you so much for watching and listening. The best show on earth. We love you guys so very much, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Look at the charts, who does it the best? Two chicks getting paid in reality checks. You can find them at the gym.